Damn, dude, can I get this for the
Dream Team Supreme. Let's
Yes.
go.
Nice.
Got it. There we go.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm an outlet spot 4 winner, galactic champion.
Let's go. Spot number
Fuck with
4.
him. Fuck with him. 9 roasted, no chance.
Yo, those look like they went off though.
Oh, they were
Outlet
fun.
gems.
They're pretty
For
cool.
sure.
They're pretty dope, honestly. I'll give it to the boys. Shout out Will and Clayton.
Nice little set of bars. It was like 12 wide.
Yeah.
I know.
They make bar spins
shipping.
real easy. Nice. I feel like I'm gripping a pro model right now.
No cap. That always like amazed me how fools were bar spinning those so well. Because even nowadays, when I sit there and try and like get better at them on a foldy, it's fucking still hard.
Dude, I can't even catch them.
They're so small. Exactly.
Dude.
It's like the double throw is almost easier than a handoff for no reason.
Yeah, honestly.
Shit, episode 23. Ruben Rodriguez.
Yo, what's up?
Long time coming.
That was unplanned.
Yeah, man. How have you been doing? How's life treating you?
Life's been good, man. Been scootering again. Haven't scootered in a long time since my knee surgery. I've still been recovering. Even well, I guess, yeah, I've been scootering for a good time now since my recovery. Since like I recovered a little bit right after surgery. So I'm scootering here and there, filming.
Gotcha. How did you fuck up your knee?
Dude, I fucked it up way long ago in the coalition from Barcelona. I fell down this like 5 block trying to do a switch 3 downhill, and I smacked both of my knees on the floor so hard. I didn't really take care of my injuries that much back then, honestly. I was pretty bad on that end. And I came back home after that trip and I kept riding on both of my knees, even though they were messed up. And I knew they were shot, dude. They were so bad. And
so you shot both of them at the same time?
Yeah, but
Dude.
unknowingly, I had pretty much tore a ligament in my right knee. I can't remember what exact ligament, but I also ended up slightly fracturing my left knee, and because the impact was so hard, just slightly fractured it. Ended up going on another trip after that coalition whole thing. Came back home, was riding at Westchester. I don't know if you guys have been to Westchester Skate Plaza.
Yeah.
Slippery.
Oh,
So
man.
slick.
So slippery. Yeah. I was riding one of the ledges, tried to do like a back 50. My deck slips completely, and my left knee just smacked the right angle of the ledge right on the corner, dude. It hurt so bad. It was such like, it was like the worst pain I'd felt in a long time. I just stopped scootering after that. And slowly after that, I couldn't really stand on my scooter because it would just hurt from all the pressure. But it didn't, it just took so long to find out like what was wrong with my knee, because I ended up making an appointment after that. But by that time, my knee was already so shot. I ended up finding out about the torn ligament and a fracture in my knee. And so they pretty much told me to lay off it for 6 to 9 months. And I was like, all right, yeah, I will. I tried my best, but also within that 6 to 9 month period was the coalition in LA and San Diego. And I was filming for Andrew's team. And so that honestly put so much stress on my knee, that whole like 10-day trip. Did that thing. That definitely did not help. I kind of just made it worse, to be honest. And then after that, I just stopped scootering for a long time. And then what also sucked is I had to go to the doctors. They pretty much told me I needed a cadaver replacement by the time surgery came into the picture. And they told me that, do you guys know what a cadaver is?
No idea.
It's like a dead person's body.
Oh, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, some crazy
What do they
shit
do
like
with
that.
that?
Yeah,
Like a cadaver replacement. I guess they just found like the bone type that would match my bone type. And what also was fucked, dude, and which is why I look back now and think about how much it hurt. I guess the piece of bone that I fractured in my knee, like think about like just like the corner of your knee, and there's like a C crack form in it. So that little C, like that little piece of bone apparently fell off in my knee while I was still being active on it. So that's why my knee would like swell up and shit. And so they pretty much had to like put a cap in it, if that makes sense. Like that little piece that broke off, got a cadaver replacement, capped that shit out. And then that took, dude, that took like a fucking year for them to find like a match for my bone. Like I went in for like the doctor's appointment where it was like way after I had filmed for Coalition, and I was like, all right, like surgery is my only option now. And so they told me about that whole process, and it took like a year for them to find a
Dude,
match and for them to schedule my fucking surgery.
that's so fucked up. But the idea of them having to search through dead bodies to find a knee, just to find a kneecap for you is wild.
Dude, yeah, I think that's how
That's
they went
P.
about it. It was fucking gnarly to just kind of, I don't know, register the
You're
whole
like,
concept
yeah,
of
you're like seeing
that.
hearses pass you in LA. You're like, maybe my boy's in there.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, yeah, honestly, it was like just a weird concept to kind of accept because like that was my only option then, you know, is either I get surgery or I don't get surgery and my knee would just stay fucked.
So now do you have like the power of another man in your knee, or does it still bother you a pretty good
It's
bit?
honestly still bothering me a little bit, and that's because like I've just been on it for, I don't know. I've just been active on it for like a good bit now, just because I'm so eager to get back to scootering.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking took, I don't know. It honestly took like I stopped scootering for about like 3 years or a little over 3 years, but
Yeah.
Damn.
yeah, it just like it kind of all happened at the worst time, I guess you could say. And then now since I'm scootering again, I just feel so eager. I kind of want to scooter a lot. But every time I do scooter it, like it does feel sore after. It's like I work my knee. So I think I'm just still having that muscle soreness, you know, trying to grow it. I just
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
be careful though, because I fell after it was like my, I don't know what month mark, but it was when I first started scootering again, just a little bit. I tried to do a front predator grind on a flat bar, and I pretty much went front over, well, I at least tried to go to back, and I guess my back wheel rode the rail and I slipped out and I had no way of catching myself and I fell right onto my knee, right where I had surgery, dude. And then there's like ever since then there's been like a little bump just like on my knee.
Damn.
Fuck.
I know.
Damn.
I fucked up, dude. I
Yeah.
was so pissed. I was so pissed at myself because
You
like
need to stop doing 50s. You keep
Yeah.
missing 50s and just hitting the knee in
yeah,
the same exact spot.
yeah, it
Oh
sucks,
God.
dude. Yeah, that one really, that one was,
Is it on back 50 normally? Sounds like, did you go front to back on the Predator?
yeah, front to
Uh,
back.
and then
And
you
I
said you
did
fell on a
this,
back 50 on a hubba?
yeah, yeah,
Damn.
pretty much.
Yeah,
And
fuck back 50s.
I've never done like 50 tricks. I just started fucking with them a lot since I have like the 7 wide. But yeah, I was just trying to learn new shit since I started scootering again. Like I'm just so eager, but I know that all it takes is one. Like even like for anyone, dude, all it takes is
Yeah.
Yeah.
one fall and you could be done and you could just like not be able to scooter for a couple of years.
Literally.
It's fucked, but it's just like we have to accept that every time we're fucking sending it, or even just trying to have a chill sesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit
Facts.
can
The
happen.
homie right here ate shit on like a fucking front feeble 270.
Fuck.
It's like,
Yeah,
could
so
be
that shit.
anything, bro. Chillers.
Yeah, honestly, that shit you gotta, I don't know, be considerate of, you know. At least now I feel like if I do scooter, I have to like pick my battles, and if I want to ride something, then I gotta know what I'm capable of doing. Not just like back then. I would feel like I'd fucking send it back then and get up off the floor and just try
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, like huck your
Fuck
body
it.
with zero
Yeah.
regard.
Yep.
Watching old clips of you really puts that into perspective too. I feel like
Yeah.
you definitely had somewhat of a death wish.
Facts.
Oh yeah, I was on some other level,
Facts.
like mentally and just like physically driven and physically capable. Now I feel like I'm a little limited, you know, but
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I feel like I still have some room for growth. Like I still want to make sure my knees grow healthy and strong, and, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
try my best not to fuck them up because
Yeah.
I still got a lot to live,
Yeah.
you know.
Manuals are chill.
Yeah, manuals are chill,
Manuals are
except
tight.
for dude. except for whip to nose manuals. That's where I fucked up. I don't know if you
Oh
guys ever
yeah,
saw my story.
we don't do those. I don't
No.
do those.
Once in a blue moon, I'll do it
The Blue Moon. Yeah, me too. And I learned the
for
hard
sure.
way. I got sent home
Yeah,
on to smack my knees.
dude, that's just like the mentality I have to even land one though. It's like I'm either gonna land this or I'm gonna eat shit.
Yeah.
I can't really just like drop out of them. Really, I'm just full commit on that bitch.
Yeah.
So they're one
Same.
of those for sure, but they're sick
Yeah, I
out of a
definitely feel
bank or
like,
something.
yeah, they're for sure easy out of a bank, but they are that full send kind
Yeah,
of mentality. But
dude.
Man, even out of a bank. Fuck that.
I'd rather eat shit that way though than like onto a ledge. Like what? Just because I have more airtime. Like if I can catch the whip and then just drop nose, it's pretty chill. But if it's
yeah,
just out of a bank and it's quick, or like flat onto a ledge and it's quick, or taller of a ledge, like I don't have the luxury to really like catch it and just drop nose. It's kind of like just whip into that
You gotta
nose
land right
manual.
in it. Yeah.
oh
So
yeah,
it's pretty wild, dude. We were watching whatever video we were watching earlier with
The
Giaffre, bro.
yeah,
My
the
boy, shout out my
Abra
boy.
Vid or something.
He did like a fucking gap across whip nose. And I was like, I would fall face first. And then he like a different angle does it to bar. And I'm like, dude, like that's just such a G move
And
to
that's a
have him
spot
like that.
you would do a front flip on. Like if
Straight
he
up.
fell forward on the
Yeah.
nose, his chin would miss the
Yeah.
back of the drop and he's
oh
flipping
no,
over
Dude.
his head.
The new parallel video too. Shout out that. Stop posting the clips as soon as they come out, in my opinion. But
They
Riley, like Bug, he did bar nose down like a double kink, like hubba. And I was like,
oh
dude,
yeah, that
that's
video went
so
off.
dirty. It was
Shout out
so
to the
good,
Parallel
dude.
Boys. Shout out to
Yeah,
Daniel Ray. That video was
facts.
awesome, honestly.
did they come
Filmed,
out to
edited,
LA?
fire,
Was that
No, that was in SAC.
fire,
okay? Gotcha.
fire.
Any chance you were out with them when they were filming that?
No, but I was out with them when Garrett, Devin, and Daniel were down here for fuck. What was it called?
Hand
Hand
What was
job?
it?
job.
Hand job.
Yeah.
uh, fucking hand job. That shit is funny. Yeah, I was
Classic.
down there. I mean, they were down here for like I don't know. I guess like a weekend, and they hit me up. I was like, yeah, I'm fucking down. I'll ride.
Fuck
How
yeah.
was that?
It was fire. They got so many clips. We went to like I think it was USC. I had never been to USC, the college, never been to the campus, and it was my first time there. And that's where Devin got that brick precision jump down. It was like a down flat down precision right next to like a set of stairs.
Oh
I don't know if you guys
yeah,
remember that
yeah,
clip.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Gap
that
into the
shit was
precision.
Oh yeah.
actually butt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
God.
yeah.
Yeah,
I remember that now. That was
Respect
yeah,
to
sick.
Buck.
That's a sick clip. I love clips like that, bro.
yeah,
People
yeah.
using
He
their
really sent
brain
that
and their
shit.
eyes. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I would have never thought to do that shit, but when Devin started doing it, I was like, wow, like that is so like doable, you know. You just look for the most like, I don't know, rideable things, even if it's just like the smallest set to the side of a stair set,
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
just got
like
to be big enough for your
Yeah.
wheels.
yeah.
Man,
And for your bars too.
I've been seeing a bunch of clips like that
True.
recently where it's like bank next to stairs. It was also in that like I think it's Albra Ver. I
Love
wish I
that,
could
dude.
remember the name, but the besides the new parallel video, most recent video on Trinkel. But yeah, they're hitting like ledge to the bank next to the stairs, but like somebody had a clip you did fakey 50 to fakey down it.
Oh
But I feel
yeah.
like yeah,
Oh,
little precisions. And it's
Yeah,
like,
dude.
why are
Use
they
your
even there?
brain, people.
Yeah, please. Please
Spot
do.
usage is key. Find the dopest fucking way to ride the spot in your mind and fucking try it. If it
Yeah,
doesn't
facts.
work, then fucking
don't hit
you
it
at
how
least
someone
tried it.
else is gonna do it. Please.
Exactly.
We can fit on
Especially in
things that
California, bro. All those
skateboards
spots have
can't.
been filmed. You got to
Dude,
start
yeah.
like hitting the sub, like what alley surfing. That's what Andy called it. Like start hitting
Yeah.
the alleys, the back ways, bro, or just hit the
Kelly's
regular spots in a random fucking way. Make it
yeah,
cool.
honestly, yeah. I feel like yeah, I agree with that about Kelly. And it's just hard. Like some people, I don't know, maybe like people are limited on spot usage, you know, maybe some people are less capable than others. So like maybe only everyone can lip slide something, you know. I feel like lip slide's
Yeah.
like such a safety trick for a lot of people. So
Yeah.
people are like, I can lip slide this. But if you can like do whip lips or like even bar spin
Yeah.
lips, those are fire too. Like
Yeah. Push
it
yourself.
stands out. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Bars in and out of grinds are dope. Shout
Yeah,
out Oliver in that fucking parallel video. That backlit bar was fucking
yeah,
icy. Can't
that
lie.
was
I was like,
icy.
that was
Yeah.
sick.
Fuck yeah.
Backflip bar is so
It's
much better
like,
than backflip whip.
yeah,
I'm overseeing backflip
yeah.
whip, honestly.
Dude, I was gonna say, like, I guarantee 95% of the people watching that video assumed a whip was coming. So it's like the
Facts.
bar was sick. You know, it's like that
Yeah.
unexpected shit is cool.
What do you guys think about full lips out of like back lips?
Sick.
I think full up looks
They're
good.
hard.
You
Yeah.
know, like putting them both together. I've been trying to
Yeah.
practice those on like the flat bar because I could do backlit bars pretty smoothly. But backlit full lips, fuck, dude.
Dude,
I
it's
don't
weird
know.
because it's like if
They're
you're
sick.
too sideways in the back lip, you want to go 180 every time.
Yeah,
180
So like,
full.
yeah, which
Fuck
like
it.
180 full is sick, but
Yeah.
good luck doing that out of a fucking handrail.
yeah, honestly, yeah, that was
It'd
a
be
fire clip,
sick.
Oliver.
Yeah, shout out my sister.
Shout out Sess. Yo, Ruben, y'all you, Austin, and Caleb all filmed a video together. And I would
Yeah,
love to
that
hear a
was.
little bit more about that because man, I that video turned out so good.
Thanks, man. I
Dude,
appreciate that. That was
You're
so much
welcome.
fun. Yeah, I was honestly like, I felt like honored that like you guys wanted Austin and like Caleb wanted me to film the video and edit it too. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm down. Because at
Both of
first,
them can't edit for shit. So
hey, so exactly. We're looking for the best. We're looking
yeah,
for the
yeah.
best and the coolest in the
but
biz.
thanks,
We're like,
man.
Absolutely.
fuck, bro. And it's like, yeah, I think any filmer, if you film the whole video, especially, like, I always will give them like editing rights, but probably just
100%.
like throw in my notes of like kind of like what I'm trying to get out of it as well. And then like let them create it. It's like, I think that's how it should be. If a company
Yeah,
wants to edit the video, like, fuck you.
yeah, I
That's true.
definitely
That is their
agree
art.
with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's like what I did with Austin and Caleb, like throughout the trip. It was just so much fun. Like I feel like we created so many memories and like I would just ask you guys like what do you guys want? Like how do you guys want the video? You know, and it's like work together and I was
Yeah,
hyped.
exactly. It's like a group project for sure, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's more than just the writing for sure.
Yeah,
Um,
100%.
but
And
that was
shout
dope.
out to Isaiah too, aka
Yeah, I was
Whoopi.
gonna say
Yeah.
woo,
He
bro.
he was the
Shout
one
out
that whipped
woo.
us around that whole time. And yeah, without him, honestly, we probably would not have been able to
Yeah,
hit as many spots as we did. But shout
not at
out Whoop
all,
again. He's a fucking
bro.
king. He was
Woo and
always
those
down for
black
the sesh.
truffles.
Bro, yes, the black
What
truffle.
what was he doing?
That was just like a strain. Like you would just pull up. He's like, I got the black truffles, bro. Like he'd show up early to the vault, like just ready to go.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
in his Prius, we would just be whipping that bitch like through LA, like county. It was
Yeah, that was
fucking
fun.
sick, dude.
Every day we like just met up at the vault pretty early. Like 10 o'clock was like the safety time, you know. We would
Yeah,
kind of dip from like 10 to 11 and then I would kind of
get
have
it.
at least some spots in mind for the guys to just be like, yo, what kind of
Yeah,
spots do you guys want to hit? And then you guys would just be like, all right, these. And then when we go somewhere else, if I had enough spots in like that area to like be like, all right, this is nearby, then
yeah,
honestly it felt like we would just go with the flow every day.
literally. We would definitely try and like. There was only one day we hit two spots only, and that's because we just wanted to go to those. But every other day, I feel like Ruben just like has his whole album. So we're like scrolling through, we're like, all right, let's like fuck with this one. And then he's like, all right, yeah, like these are near. So then like that day we would just be in that area. And then the next day it's like, fuck it, let's go to Long Beach or some shit. Like or Venice Beach. We went to that one day. And
Yeah,
yeah, we just went with the flow. That was my favorite part. The
yeah,
four
honestly.
boys were just down for the sesh, like at all times.
It
It
was
was
like
tight.
that. It was fucking tight. We were just vibing the whole time from like the first day to the last. It was
Black truffle
Literally.
in a spot black truffle in a spot book.
yep, the
Literally
whole
like
day.
Roll
we had
up and then you pull up all of them, just let Austin and Caleb go ham.
Wub
it
would
was
just be
dope,
bumping his
bro.
music. We'd just be vibing everywhere, dude. It was so fire. Yeah, honestly, that was some of the best memories that I've made, like, filming in LA. I was super honored that you guys wanted me to edit and film that.
Yeah,
We
no,
had
I was hyped.
Yeah, we had some of the sickest, like, days. Like, when we went to LA and you guys both rolled in on the silver wall at the
That
I
was
forgot
sick,
what that
bro. And
building
then
was.
just like chasing away, like honestly, if y'all want to watch the B-roll, we have like an hour and a half
Yeah,
B-roll video of this fucking trip that
the
is
rough cut of
dope. Like
everything. It's
r-
just
roll
everything.
up a doob, grab a tall boy, like watch that shit. It's funny.
That shit is
But
funny.
yeah, bro, we like dipped 2 miles or like at least like a mile, it felt like, all the way from that bank after the roll in. And like
Yeah.
Ruben just filmed and like followed us to the whip. Like Wooby had the trunk popped open, like car turned on and shit. He was ready to dip. I was like, this motherfucker just keeps getting more pimp, bro. Like he's just that dude, bro.
It
It was
was.
so sick.
Yeah, it was honestly the sickest day.
Yeah, that
Willie
was
was just ready
awesome.
to dip, pull up to the whip. We were all just like, it was just all in the moment. But yeah, we
Yeah,
had so much fun.
literally.
Honestly, we would go everywhere. And then yeah, we'd be out pretty, I wouldn't say too late. I feel like you guys would just go with the flow by like 5 or 6, maybe 7. We'd probably be hitting the last or one of the last spots. And then, I feel like you guys conserved
Beach.
yourselves like a lot, which was good to see.
Oh, dude, I was just so hyped to like have that opportunity to like film the split part with Caleb and like be out there with LA and all the spots. And like I knew Wooby was down. So I personally didn't even want to like eat shit for sure. I definitely like, I tried to push myself riding all day, like from when we started until dark almost, but it was worth it, bro. Me and Caleb were both tired as shit, but he was sending it, bro. There was some of those where it's like, I don't even want to touch that. And Caleb just like literally hopped out the whip for the fucking bar twist that first time. Like we were driving to meet up with
Oh
like
man,
20
yeah.
fools for a fat sesh. And Wooby or Ruben was just like, hey, there's
The
the car
car wash
wash.
spot.
And he's like, fuck it, pull over. And just like hops up there, fucking drops in that bitch and like loses a nut and then jumps in again without a fucking nut on this fork and then like realizes it and
He
then
hit
like
sunset
straps one
without a
on.
bolt. Oh, okay. He didn't know. I was
He
about to
didn't he
say.
didn't
I
know,
was
but
about to say.
he
Yeah.
like barred in after the first one and then like realized it. He's like, "Oh shit, like my wheel
Yeah, it was
fucking could have flown
insane, dude.
off."
Honestly, the axle was almost out, and I was just like, "All right, here, you can have my
Yeah.
axle." Just threw on my axle on his fork, got
It
back
was
up there, and
actually
Bro,
boom, bar
that
sus.
twist.
would have been the
It
last
was
we'd
sick.
ever heard of Caleb. If his wheel
Oh
fell
yeah.
off on sunset.
That would have been
He's
so
still
bad.
making money from that clip though.
Yeah,
Yeah, hell
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, that was fire. That was definitely one of the funniest memories because we were like gonna meet up with the Kinetic boys or like somebody at some other
It
school,
was the Kinetic
and
Boys for
yeah,
sure.
right, yeah, someone like
Bunch of them
yeah,
though, like it was just them and like local LA fools. Like Beck was there and like Judy and
yeah,
shit. Like fucking Poontang was there. I think that was where we hit like where Caleb did the bar heel and I did like the gap back lip. I
yeah,
think that was like that sesh. And then we hit the school with like that little 8 rail where he did like heel board.
yeah.
I think that was like that day. But yeah, we were just on the way. It was coincidentally like on the road we were traveling down.
Yeah, it was just like the spur in the
Shit like
moment, just
that,
like
you know,
get
like
out.
that's the whole trip. See some
Yeah.
dope shit. We're like, fuck it, dude, just pull over, Wood. Okay.
Yeah, for a pull over, go peep it. Is it good? Yeah, all
Yeah.
right.
Pop the
Fucking pull out the
trunk.
camera.
Yeah.
Easy dub. And
Facts.
Caleb just did that shit first try. Like the rough cut,
Every
like I put
time.
everything in there on the rough cut. Like he goes up there, bar spins in it first go, fucking bar twist in it first go. And he did it 2 times. He did it the day we were like passing by, and then he did it again to go get a photo of it with
For
Shelby.
Shelby. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, dude, we were originally gonna meet up like at 9 or like
It was
10
like
or something.
6, dude, I feel like.
Yeah, and then they ended up hitting me up like at 6 in the morning, calling me like, "Yo, we're gonna be going to this spot right now. Like, are you down?" And I was just like, "Fuck, all right." Like, I'll just like get my shit ready right now. We dip, boom, again. Got there like at 7 in the morning. Caleb just does the
Oh,
same shit. Goes
you
up there.
filmed the second one as well? That he
Yep.
went. Damn, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I thought he just went just for the photo.
Nah, he went. He went, Austin went, and Shelby. So Austin got like one of the
Oh
side
yeah.
angles, and then I got like
Spencer.
the like front angle, I guess
Is
you could
that the
say.
one that you used? The one where he shot the picture?
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so dope.
So that it would correlate with the photo. It'd have been weird to have the first go, even though he did it first try, just like the other day. That's just like light work, honestly, to him. It
Dude,
seemed
it
like
was.
I
just
would
does it again,
never
like
Hit
try a
bam.
bar
trick like
too,
that
bro.
twice. I would take my blessings. I
I'm
don't
the same
understand that
way.
theory.
The same way.
Yeah, that shit was so
Oh my
sick to see. He
god.
just rolls away like a fucking,
Like a
just like
champ.
a, honestly, it's like a champ. Just so smooth, like it was the same day. Honestly,
Yeah, he did the same
Man,
thing.
I would love to see both of them side by side and see how much different they looked. I bet they looked pretty much identical, like how he actually
That'd be
did the
pretty
trick.
sick. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that would be sick.
He said he's like just trying to gap out about to the same spot. He's like, that was a good spot. Like,
Yeah.
had good landing, good roll away.
And rest in peace, Sunset.
Dude, I
Yeah.
still want to see someone basically kind of jump almost parallel if they could, like almost at the top and then just hop or like Wally the bottom.
Hop
Oh
the
shit.
chain
Like I
that's
think that
there.
would still be fucking doable, but I haven't been there in person. I just see it at the very bottom. I'm like, maybe.
Yeah, I haven't been there since we were there. Yeah, rest in peace to that spot, honestly.
Sick
God, it
ass
looks too
spot.
steep to ride sideways on it. I feel like you would either just power slide into the chain or even if you tried to hop it, like,
True.
oh my
Someone
God,
try it.
the chain demon would get your ass. I can't imagine hooking your feet on that shit
Yeah,
straight
fuck
to your
that.
face.
What's crazy is not
Wear
that
a
many
helmet.
scooter
Fuck
riders
it.
did that too. Only him, I don't
Rich,
know.
Reese
Richard,
and
and
Reese,
Reese.
Rich.
Reese and Richard,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
What did
270
Richard do into it
downhill is
again? Yeah,
stupid.
2 step downhill.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Ah,
fucked.
that's so
That's
wild.
that's first tier die, bro.
Yep.
Like
Yeah. And it was.
nosedive.
He took it told me it was.
It
I
Had
can't
to
did,
believe
yeah.
be.
that.
It had to be,
Had to
yeah.
be.
I would have. That's like clips like that. I feel like I would see the bales if they're not first try.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
You'd
Fuck
have to put
jumping
him
down
in.
that twice though. Missing a 2 step downhill into that? Hell no.
Oh, if your front foot catches the bank, that's epilepsy right there. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that'd be so
You're
bad.
you're contracting some kind of disease. Your brain's fucked.
Yeah, but the trip overall was kind of like Austin said. We'd kind of just go with the flow, and if we saw something, just like passing by or like we were always kind of just lurking everywhere we went. Even if we had a spot in mind, like on the way to the spot, we would almost just stop once or twice and be like, "Yo, let's fucking check this shit out."
He was telling
Yeah,
There's
me
stuff.
your spot book
literally.
too is just riddled. Like you have pins everywhere in LA.
Yeah, luckily I've been able to get around LA, just like riding with Andrew, or riding with other people, and I just see stuff and I save the spot, but I haven't gone back to like more than half of my spots. Like I have a spot book with like a couple of spots on there, but like I have more than half like that I haven't been to. There's just pins on my phone that I need to go back to and
Do you
see.
just go on Google Maps and like find spots on satellite? What's your
Some
process like for pinning
sometimes
spots?
sometimes whenever I'm bored and I'm like, all right, I'll just look for some spots. I'll kind of just pick a city, like a relatively close by city that I think would have some stuff, and then just go on Google Maps and kind of would be boring. Just go through the street, like if you're actually driving through it, and just click through shit, or mainly look for schools or parks, and then kind of just go around that
Go from
vicinity. But
there.
whenever I'm out in the streets, I'm fucking taking photos, saving pins on like my Apple Maps, and just like I'm always lurking, to be honest.
Do you pin everything on Apple Maps?
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, yeah.
can you add photos on Apple Maps with your pins?
I'm not sure. I haven't tried that. Everything is
Okay.
saved as like a guide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But I
I
don't
need to
know if
get
I
better
can
about that.
add photos to them. It would be sick because then like I could just show the photo, but instead I have to like click on the spot and then like zoom in and like go street view to like get a better look at the photo.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. Luckily, I don't know. Yeah, luckily, like I said, I have been around enough to just be like, oh, like this is in that area. Like if we go that way, like if we go this way, I know some shit around there. And you can
How
find
long have
anywhere.
you been in LA now?
Oh, I've lived in LA my whole life.
Oh, okay, yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like you're the best person to go to then. You wanna go out and ride in LA.
Yeah,
Did you
luckily,
film Coalition when it was in LA?
yeah, for Andrew's team, I did.
Okay.
It was Andrew, Pepito, Cooper, Clark, and Upchurch. Shout out to
Hell
the
yeah.
squad. It was
How
such a
was
fun
that?
squad. That was so much fun. Except for like the part about my knee, just having to deal with that. Like every night I'd come home, I'd have to ice my knees just to make sure they were good for the next day. But dude, we would just be getting at it. And on that trip, I actually got to hit a lot of my spots that I hadn't been to, and I
Mhm.
knocked a few off the list that I was pretty hyped with. But dude, we were like pushing it every single day.
It's gotta be a crazy thing to see too, growing up there and then, like, taking all these fools to spots that you've grown up on and watching them absolutely destroy them, and
Yeah, it's
just
kind of
other
funny.
people as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just funny to see like how people always see LA spots in videos, that aren't from like people that aren't from LA, and they just always are like, yeah, that's in LA for sure. And then they come here and then like they see it in person, but I'm like, oh, like I always used to pass by that street and would see that spot. Like, but I
Yeah.
would never personally hit it. Like I have other spots in mind that I feel like stand out to me a little more now than just your generic down rail or down hubba. Like feel like I'm looking for other shit nowadays. I like riding pools a lot. I've been getting into riding a lot of pools and just like fucking around with like I don't know, a different style of riding.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
That's
definitely
sweet.
spots in LA though that aren't like blown out. A lot of people say LA is blown out and Cali is blown out for the most part, but if you do alley surf and kind of just scope around, you can find some shit.
Yeah, that is tough that, like, so many people are just, like, skateboarding, everything is, like, grown up in LA, so it is blown out. Like,
Yeah,
spots look kinda washed. I feel like you do have to get creative or it just looks very, very repetitive. And especially if you're like
exactly.
if you watch skate videos, like, everything's in LA, at least that's what it feels like.
Yeah, I do watch a lot of skate videos. And I find a lot of spots in LA from skate videos. Like even dude, like the amount of spots that I found in skateboarding videos in LA is just like absurd because just I just am always looking. Like even if I'm not out in the streets, like I just look for stuff and I just find stuff like
You'll
that.
see a street sign that you recognize, you're like, "No
Yeah, dude.
fucking way, this
There's
is
so
on."
much you can look out for, and it's just like, dude, sometimes like it's crazy. Like I'll just find a fucking spot real quick in a video, look it up on Google, and then save it to my Apple Maps, and then just continue watching the video like nothing.
So
But there
sick.
there is a lot of fucking spots. I mean, there's a lot of spots that aren't super blown out. But by the time like you see it in one video, you'll see it in another one, and it kind of just over time they will get blown out.
Ruben, how long have you been riding for?
Dude, I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, fuck, I think I've been riding for over 10 years. I think 11 years, 11 or
Yeah.
12 years.
Alright. Austin, what are you at now?
Austin is
You at 11 or
left the
12?
chat.
Austin left the chat? When the
Austin-
fuck did this fool dip out?
Dude, honestly, I don't know. I just noticed he's gone right now.
We lost Terp. Alright, well, I've been going for 9. You beat me by 2 or 3. Uh,
Dude, even 9 still is like, fuck. Like, you look back and it's like 9 years. I've been putting in work.
dude, yeah, I'm coming up on 10 in October. I'll hit the
That's
10
sick,
year I'll
dude.
hit the decade of scootering. Dude, how was the early years for you?
Um,
What were your
honestly, when
beginnings?
when I started, I guess it was around the time SR and those things were kind of like active, but I never knew about those things. I was kind of put on from shout out to my brother. He kind of put me on to like a video of Coda when he bought when my mom bought him like a Razor Ultra Pro from
Yeah,
like like I don't know the store. It was like Walmart or some shit.
yeah.
And yeah, I saw like a video of Coda just doing a bunch of tricks on like a foldable and an Ultra Pro, and I was like, what the fuck? Like that's pretty sick.
This
And
is even
then
possible. What the
yeah,
fuck?
this is even possible. I wasn't introduced to like scooter riding in that way. I was like introduced to skateboarding pretty early, and I feel like I started skateboarding for like I don't know, just like messing around. I wasn't like super serious as a little kid. I was just like skateboarding for like a year or two, and then I got put onto scootering. And scootering was just like a whole other thing that I didn't know I could do. And I just felt like so much more in control just because like the handlebars and like my feet.
Yeah.
And then I like started using my brother's Ultra Pro and I would go ride with Andrew. And what's funny is like the way Andrew comes into the picture is like my brother and sister, my sister, I mean, knew his brother because they went to the same school and they had like each other for a class or something, and then they were friends. And my sister was going to college, and so they came over to say like goodbye to my sister. And Andrew rolls up on like another Ultra Pro, but his was like custom. He had
Yeah.
like taller bars, like I think he had a Lucky Flex brake or something, like one of those like metal flex brakes from way back then that were super chunky. And I
Oh
was just
yeah.
like, "What the hell, dude? Like you scooter?" And he was like, "Yeah."
And it's
And
like,
I was
and you
like,
got a fly ass whip. It's like, what? You have
"Yeah,
it welded up. You're like, and you got it welded. You got the lucky bars.
yeah, dude." He had it like I don't know.
Instant
I had
homie.
never seen his scooter like or a scooter like that before, and yeah, we had already known each other because our families would go like dirt bike riding with each other, but I didn't know that he scootered, and so I was just like, I don't know, it was just so much I don't know, it was just so funny how, like, that kinda, like, brought us together in the scootering sense, and then ever
Yeah.
since then, we've been scootering together, or, like, at least tried to whenever we
Damn,
can.
I didn't know y'all went that far back. That's so fucking cool. How old were you
Yeah.
guys when you first met?
I think I met him when I was, like, probably, like, 10 or 11, like I said, our families, like, yeah, our families would kinda go dirt bike riding with each other, and so I met him when I was, like, 10, but I, like, didn't know about him scootering until, like, I was like 11 or 12, and, like, that's when he showed up to my house to say
That's
goodbye to, like, my sister and, like,
yeah.
just shows up on his Ultra Pro, and ever since then, we've been scootering together.
That's why y'all are both so fucking buck. You were
Dude,
riding dirt
honestly
bikes when you were 10 years old.
dude, Andrew's fucking buck. He's crazy. He's good at anything with wheels on it, to be honest. He's good at
Andrew's a
skateboarding.
nut.
Pretty sure he can fucking rollerblade good.
Man,
He's good at BMXing, dirt
y'all are
biking.
two people that got fucked over with injuries and scootering. Both
Oh,
of
dude,
y'all.
tell me about it.
Both of
I feel
y'all.
yeah, I feel so bad for Drew. He just got wrecked so many times and he would just be out for so long, kinda like me. I feel like I was out for such a long period, like, I don't know, those whole 3 years, I, like, completely stopped scootering, I stopped going out filming because anything just being active on my knee would hurt it so much, and then, like, he would scooter here and there, and he would just get, like, injured, and then he would just be out for little parts throughout that whole, like, 3-year the time frame I was out for. And then, dude, he got when I started scootering again, for a little bit, I don't know if you guys saw, I don't know how long ago it would be now, but he posted on his story a picture of his back, and it was, like, super purple and, like, bruised up. I don't know if you guys remember that, but
Oh.
he fucking ate shit, dude. We
The
went
right
out to
front
film
fork.
this one night at, this rail that I took Austin and Caleb to, actually. It was, do you guys Austin, do you remember that rail that was in between those tennis courts in El Segundo? That was like
Yeah,
that 8
I
rail or
remember
some shit? Yeah. We
remember
went to
he ate
film there
shit
at
on.
night. Yeah, and he fucking just tried this one trick and got sent straight, like, backwards and onto his back pretty much, and he just, like, bruised his back, and he was out for so long. Such a bummer.
Damn.
It was buck, bro.
Yeah, dude.
That
Yeah, but
photo
he's
was
been dude, he every time, like, I'd see him again, he will never lose his skills. He's always gonna have it. Even if he doesn't scooter for a fucking year or 2, I swear he will never lose his skills.
He's
He's
just
just
the
that
type of
good.
dude who can pick it up and he's right
Yep.
back where he left off.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's still got that flow. He's still got all of his bag of tricks. Everything. He's got it.
Yeah,
Which is
man,
fun to
Andrew's
see,
sick.
honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me and that fool go way back.
Hey, you got any good stories with that motherfucker?
Yeah. We went to well, honestly, I'll start with one that I'm honestly probably most hyped on. Did you guys ever see his flavor part? His welcome
Yeah,
oh
to
yeah.
flavor part?
of
You guys
course.
remember his banger
Yep.
on the
The
Yeah.
curved kink rail?
yep.
Wow.
With the gaps in
Yeah.
it,
Yeah,
like
you were low-key
Yep.
separated.
telling me about this in LA too.
Yeah,
Me and
boy.
Caleb's
Was that a
fucking this is
wild
a dope
night.
story. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
get this
Started
fucking
off from the top.
so Andrew hits me up one day with a photo, like just sends me the photo and he's like, "Yo, check this out. Check what I found out." It was this abandoned building in like, say like West LA, and it was already fenced up. So like this place was gonna be knocked down pretty much. They were gonna just flatten the whole lot. And he was like, "Yo, I was actually looking at it, and I think I can hit this." And so he picks me up one day when we were just riding, and we go to peep it, and he's like, "Yo, I'd be down to run this, but we can't do it in the daytime." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't think we can." So we decided to be like a night mission because Drew luckily has like floodlights and a generator that we could use. So we decided to do a night mission. And it was the randomest crew that helped us out with it. But shout out to these people. It was James Webby, Shelby Grims, Devin, Busty Justy, Derek Marr, and Jackson Birkland. I don't know why these fools were in town. I think they're riding
Everyone
or
is
doing
they're
something.
all from different places too. So that is like
Dude,
that's a weird crowd to all get at
it
one
was a
spot.
yeah, yeah, it
Bunch
was
of
a
dope ass
weird
individuals though.
it was so much fun. But shout out to these fools. We pretty much hit them up, went to their hotel, and then we're like, all right, we sent them the pin. And get this, on the way to the spot, Andrew was driving in front of them and he was just trying to be funny and he was sticking his head out of his car while we were driving, but like trying to get the attention of the guys behind us, which was Devin and all of them. But I guess they didn't even notice that Andrew was sticking his head out the car. And we passed a cop that sees Andrew doing this and pulls us over. And this is on the way to the spot. We have we have the lights and the generator in the truck. We have our scooters. We have the camera bags, and the cop pulls him over and he's like, "What were you doing?" And Andrew was just like, "Oh, like I was just looking at this. Like I think this thing was broken and I was just like sticking my head out to see how it was." And like I was like, "You couldn't have just pulled over to do that." And Andrew was just like, "Yeah, I guess so." But it was just so funny how it was like on the way to the spot because like dude, we didn't know that we were gonna be there for so long. But eventually we get to the spot, tell the guys that we got pulled over, and they were just like, "What the fuck?" We didn't even know. And so, like I said, the whole lot was pretty much fenced up, and the rail was like on the corner of a block. And we went, fucking cut the fence open, slid that shit, threw the lights and generator in there, and set it all up. And by this time, it's already like midnight, almost 1 in the morning. And what's fucked is that right across the street from the rail was an apartment complex. And the way that the rail was shooting out was towards the street. So when we lit up the spot, the floodlights are just like beaming this wall of this apartment complex. And we were just sweating it like, damn, is somebody gonna call the cops? Because we're just like shining this bright
You
ass
got
light.
massive ass floodlights pointed at
Yeah.
this thing.
We're just beaming this wall and like all these windows with these like floodlight sets. And it was crazy because the whole time we were there was sirens going off everywhere around us. There was like the helicopters, and I guess something else that was like happening in the city relatively close by. But like all of the cops were like, it seemed like all the cops were just like being directed toward this area. So we had no cops coming through wherever we were, which was so clutch.
Damn.
And
Shout out to whoever
uh,
shot somebody that night and let y'all get the clip. That's
dude,
wild.
it was wild. It was like sketch for a second or two because we just had the whole thing set up. We like had the generator, the floodlights, it could have been just a huge ticket. And then Andrew starts going for it pretty much, starts trying to lip slide it, and he had to wax that thing up so much. I actually had to like scrape off the paint that was on there first because it was just dried up, in between the little cracks that you have to like gap over. Every time he would like try to lip slide in those parts, he would get pitched forward. So it took him, I'd say like almost like 2 hours. We were there for a long time. By the time he landed,
Jesus.
yeah, like
Man.
even in his video, you guys see the falls that he goes through. He got
Oh
sent
yeah.
on one of them. He got like stuck on like one of those little kinked parts and got sent all the way onto the rail and just like hits his inner thigh on it and gets smacked to the floor. It was the honestly, it was like the gnarliest fall. One of the gnarliest falls that I've seen Andrew take in person too. And I'm just like filming there, just like looking through my viewfinder, like what the fuck just happened? Like, is he okay? And he just gets up like a fucking boss and just is limping, but walks right back up the set and just goes for it again. And we were there for a minute, dude. By the time he landed this thing, it was like 3 in the morning. And we were still with the generator floodlight just beaming this wall. We were there for like almost 4 hours. Like the whole process of like getting there, setting everything up, him like checking it, make sure it was good because like it was also like kind of just dirty there, so we had to kind of clean up the spot, make it rideable
Yeah.
at least for
Yeah.
him to at least roll away. And then he just started going for it. But the slams he would take just like would be those pauses in between, and then he
Yeah.
fucking gets it.
Take a break. Catch your breath.
It
I mean,
just
on a
takes
spot
one.
like that, man,
Yeah.
just takes one.
Yeah, it just took that one, and he got worked for that one. And so after that, we just celebrated, fucking took everything down, closed the fence back up. And it was weird. By the time we were leaving, there was a security guard coming to us like, hey, what are you doing? And like, why is the fence open? Like, close it. Or like, pretty much saying like they were gonna call the cops on us. And we were just like, oh, we're already leaving. Like, so what? And Andrew could not walk for shit, dude. He was like limping the whole time. I was like carrying him, like just kind of with my arm under him, just like helping him get to his truck. And he was like, "Dude, could you please drive home because I'm fucked right now?" And I was like, "I got you." And
Yeah.
we got it done, dude. That was one of the gnarliest sessions and memories that I've ever made. And like still Derek Marr was there, like Busty, they were like all across the street being like our traffic control, which is so helpful. Shout out to the boys because without them, like we would have just had cars coming in, that's never good.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, and also just takes one. Isn't that you're saying?
Yeah. Sometimes I gotta
Bro.
just remind myself, like, hey, it just takes one. Like it might be
Austin
hard, but it just takes one.
just takes one. Austin brought that home after y'all's trip with Caleb. We say that shit religiously without filming. Like,
Dude.
yeah, it could be 3, 4 hours, and you're like, hey, just takes one, brother. Just keep on. Eventually it'll
Yeah.
pay off.
It's that
You
fucking
dude,
carrot.
It is the
yes.
carrot on the stick, man.
Dude, it's crazy. Like the cycles you get stuck in whenever you're out battling a trick. Like sometimes it could just be that first one that's just like, all right, fuck, I got it. But sometimes you could be in a 2 hour, 3 hour battle, and you're just like, damn, dude, like this should have been landed already. But you got to remind yourself, like, it just takes that one. Like,
Yeah.
just got to catch your breath, just take a breather real quick, and try your best to just make it that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
Especially when you're filming too, it's hard. And I've noticed that a lot of people like this is like what happens with everyone. Like you could be fucking just on point, like trying the trick before the camera's out, but by the time the camera is out and it gets pointed at people, like you just like get put on like some other level, and it's just like that's when mistakes are made, and it doesn't seem that easy for some people, which I can relate to. Like every time I'd be like trying to film, it would be hard, but if I wasn't having the camera pointed at me, like I'd feel more comfortable and just feel like I could land the
Yeah.
trick.
Yeah. I feel like I get gun shy. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is. It's just like as soon as something's pointed at me, that's when I want to struggle. It's not when I
Yeah.
want to struggle, but it's when I struggle. And then it's
Yeah.
also like that battle you fight when you're like, fuck, I'm making this person film me and I'm taking longer than I should. And then people like fall down that rabbit hole. It's just
Yeah,
tough.
That's
yeah,
my
lucky
worst
I
rabbit
felt that
hole.
way recently. I was at the barracks. I don't know if you guys saw, but
Yeah.
I was
Let's
trying
get
that
into
blunt
it.
slide that I posted on my Instagram, and I was getting it so good when I was first doing it. But Walter wasn't around because I was who filmed it. He wasn't around, so I didn't have anybody to film me. And by the time he came around, I was just so worked that my legs were giving out every time I would try to blunt slide. But I just felt like gun shy, like every time I'd see
Yeah.
him just like pointing the phone at me, I'd just be like, all right, just take one, just get in that blunt slide. And then by the time I'm in there, I'm already getting pitched out.
Yeah. Dude. That was a legend. That was the best clip I saw come out of the barracks. I'm sorry, Rylan, Cam. But that was the dopest, like just the one clip. I was like,
Yo, how did
that's
y'all
all we
get in
needed,
there?
honestly.
Shout out to the boys. It was pretty unique. This artist from I guess they had like a album release coming out with like a partnership with Amazon. So like Amazon like sponsored an event at the barracks, I guess, for this guy for like his album release. And this guy used to scooter. His name was like Benson Boone, I think. And he used to scooter, and he like knew of scooter riders and knew of a scooter rider on Chile. And so Walter works with Chile, and he pretty much I don't really know how like they made that connection, but this guy pretty much wanted Scooters to be at his album release party, and he also had like pro skaters there. We got like Brock Rayford in there, and there was
Okay.
just like people riding around, but it was kind of like limited. And so, yeah, this guy ended up riding too. This guy was doing backflips and shit and finger whips. He was actually a good scooter rider,
Damn.
but yeah, it was surprising to be honest. But he pretty much wanted scooter riders there, and we got like a few heads in there. Shout out to Walter for getting me in there, and we just kind of
You build
filmed a
any
video of it.
Yeah, you build any connections when you're at the barracks? You
No,
think,
I didn't,
uh,
unfortunately. Yeah, I was there filming like a recap video for them, and I didn't really get to like I don't know, yeah, make any connections. I was like riding a lot when we first got there. I was just like, dude, I'm inside the barracks, like, but dude, it was so
I must
slippery.
touch everything.
It sucked. They had like half of the park kind of blocked off because they built like the stage for this guy to perform on like half of the whole park.
Mm,
And the whole park is inside this huge warehouse. And so they had like a section for us to ride, but it was kind of just roped off. So you didn't really
gotcha.
get to I at least didn't really get to like ride or like see everything because most of the shit was kind of used up. But it
Who
was still
made the who made the music video?
I don't think it's out yet.
All right, be honest, was it good?
What what music
Um,
video?
didn't you say they were filming some kind of music video?
Oh, no, 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 sorry. The whole reason I was able to go was because I was gonna film, like, a recap video for the event, but I'm not editing
Oh.
it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I For some reason I
yeah.
thought you said someone was performing and they were filming something for it, but never mind.
Yeah, this guy did perform. He, like, performed a few songs, and he had, like,
Was
his
he
friends.
was he good?
Yeah, his music was chill. It was,
All
like
right.
I don't know, I've never heard of him before, but I was just, like, I don't know, listening. It was kinda cool. Just, like
That'd
he
be I
was
don't know. That'd
performing,
be
and he
funny
had,
if
like, his
it's
friends filming him.
yeah. Be funny your first time in the barracks. You're like so excited, and some shit LA artist just rains on your parade. You're like, I can't even fucking focus with this clown behind me.
No, they by the time
Hopefully
this
it's
guy was, like,
actually.
gonna perform, they, like, had everybody stop riding. They kinda, like, turned the
Oh,
lights
okay,
off,
okay.
yeah.
I
But
gotcha.
before that, people were, like, riding around, and after that, people were allowed to ride again, but while this guy had his, like, performance, I don't know how long the set was, can't really remember. They kinda
Okay.
had everybody just
Gotcha.
stop riding and
All
listen.
right. All right. Nice.
It was dope, though, like, just being inside there, it just felt so special, you know. I just always would see that shit on YouTube, and everybody knows like the beef between scoot riders and skateboarding, and they know how like core the barracks is, or like some people may know how core like the barracks is for skateboarding, and like for
Yeah.
scooters to be in there is like not ever gonna be in the picture, but
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane. Oh man, I fucking want to see
Fire.
like a group of riders go in there and just completely fuck it up and like
Just
just
Riley and
show
Gabe.
everybody. Yeah, literally, Riley and Gabe, get them in the barracks for 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I'd
Let
be so
them.
down to film that too because
Yeah.
they have an abundance of shit. Like, dude, I wish they didn't have like the part of the park that was blocked off for the stage because that had some of the best parts. Like, you had like down hovers and down rails, but you know, to be able to ride in like half of the park was still so sick. They had the smoothest ledges and the transition and coping, everything. You know, it's just built so well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The
Perfect.
barracks is going a little. They're veering from that core, like I guess aesthetic of the scene. It seems like they're. I don't know. Steve Bear is doing some funky shit with the barracks. I don't think it'll be too much longer until they let scooters in. I don't think they. I don't know. Stay on
I
that
don't know.
side of things anymore.
I hope they let scooters back in. It'd be sick to get a private session with like a an abundance amount of
Yeah.
fucking scooter riders in there to really show like what scooter riders are capable of.
Oh, it'd be
Let's
so
hit up
sick.
Amazon.
Yeah. Let's
Anyone
get a
got
partnership with
Jeff's number?
Amazon. Yeah,
Yeah,
Tight.
I wonder what the dollar amount is to book a session at the barracks.
yeah,
Easily 10.
yeah, I'd say so, like double digits for
Easily
sure.
10
But it
bands.
was sick to be in there. Shout out to Walter again for giving me the opportunity to come in and film. It was sick. it was slippery as hell in there, but it was sick to just ride around in there and kind of just rip for a bit.
Yeah, no doubt. It's legendary. To be honest, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, how's working at the vault?
It's chill. At the vault, I've just been making like YouTube shorts of all the products we have there, kind of just uploading them to YouTube, making like product overviews of the stuff that we got there. But it's been going.
All right. Well,
Just
shit.
catch a little
Well,
sesh every now and then on like my lunch or something.
oh yeah, what do
Grab,
they got set
grab
up
some
there?
ramen.
Oh, we got the little flat bars. We got like 2 transformer rails and these 2 little wooden boxes. But I kind of fuck around on the flat bar a lot. Just I like to
Yeah.
feel like I'm sliding on shit. Just whenever I'm
Yeah.
trying to chill.
Yeah, just run through all the board slides.
Yep.
Backboard, front
All the
lip,
basics.
back lip, back 50,
Yeah.
front 50, back lip,
So,
back lip 180.
yeah.
Just
I feel like that's how I go about a lot of shit nowadays because of how like I don't know, just like how careful I am with my knee edge. Like I gotta run through the basics. Like I can't just do like a bar front board. I gotta like a front board, like get a couple of those pretty comfortable, and then start throwing a bar front board, and then be like, all right, bar front board with. Just kind of like build myself up instead of
Yeah.
sending it first go.
yeah, you gotta
I'm in the
fucking
same
ease
boat.
into it.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking you gotta oil up the joints, dude. People can don't try your hardest trick right away, guys. You want longevity in this game. Please
Oh yeah.
don't.
Dude. The amount
Yeah.
of
Just like
young
think about it. Like a
fools.
lot of people can really make this shit last if they just take care of their bodies and let their bodies heal whenever they need to.
Start doing yoga, y'all. Please.
Yo, start stretching before you scooter. Or like in the midst of scootering, like just remember to like stretch your legs or like your arms. All of the muscles we use to just throw all of our tricks, like just stretch those muscles. All it takes is one fall on a tight muscle and you're fucked. But if you stretch for a few minutes, you can make this longevity game work in your favor, you know.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah,
That's
my
where I am
mom.
right now. I'm always stretching. I gotta make sure I do my stretches or else like I just feel tighter. I don't feel as comfortable on my scooter. And then that's when mistakes happen.
Yeah. I mean, you fucking
Yeah.
know how long it takes to heal when that type of shit, when you don't
Yeah.
maintain it. So, dude, well, hey, we got Phil's top 5. You want to run through those?
Yeah.
So, yeah, shout out Phil.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 1, Michael Jordan of scootering.
Michael Jordan of scootering.
Phil?
Phil? Phil as an Andrew?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't want to do it to you.
Yeah.
I gotta save it for someone else.
Fuck.
He
Michael
is
Jordan
sick,
of
though.
scootering.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew's
I'll
always gonna
debate him
have it.
with someone one day. You gotta stay tuned.
Man.
First person to say Lucas, I'll go with Phil. I'll debate you on that one.
Michael Jordan of scootering. I don't know. A lot of heads are coming through my mind right now. I just gotta pick one of them. Let's see. I'd say
You go through a list. It's nothing like super serious.
No, you must pick one.
it must be one
You
and
have
one
to be
only.
black too, according to Hunter.
We've
Big Short.
Boom. No, yeah, we've been too lenient with the other guests. There's only one Michael Jordan. We need a hard answer.
There's only one.
There's only one. I guess maybe we could split it up into categories, but Park and Street. But
We'll go Scottie Pipp. MJ.
yeah, there we go. Yeah. Who's handing out the most assists?
Yeah.
Fuck, that is a good question.
Should definitely start to add like best filmer too. I'd be curious to see like
Yeah,
what
that's
people
true.
think is the best filmer.
We can add it
Yeah,
right now.
that'd be sick. Yeah, like who are like let me ask you guys, like who are your guys' favorite filmers, you know?
Well, for me, it's definitely Badger, just because I feel like I grew up on his videos and he influenced the way I edit videos and like go about that process. But then another good dude, Mateo, has been fucking killing it. I
Facts.
really
Back
like
Mateo.
Mateo's filming.
You just hit us with the follow, low key. If you want to
Really?
hop on and you're listening,
Aha!
DM us, brother. Your filming's fire.
Yeah, shout
Give
out
me all of
Mateo
your
and Badger.
secrets.
Yeah, I was gonna say him too. Honestly, he's been fire. I've always liked you as well, Ruben. Like in the U.S., you and Dan Ray, super fire. Like obviously Badger and Parrish as well. But I liked fucking those European ones too as well. I always liked those Envy videos and like Blunt videos growing up. I think it was like Paper Roots Boy or
Roots Boy
something. Like
production.
Yeah,
I always really
Yeah.
liked those videos. Like he made them almost more of a movie than most scooter edits. He had a lot of super fire B-roll, a lot of good angles.
I feel like of the time, like 2015, 2016 was good for that era.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was that was like the peak of scootering for sure in that era. 2014 to like
Yeah.
2017,
It was
like
on.
the best time for scootering, honestly.
It was on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
nowadays, like probably not him, but
We
I did
need
like
more
him a
GoPro
lot.
footage.
Honestly,
Yeah,
bro. Shout out Broussard for setting that wave.
yeah. Shout out to all the filmers in scootering, honestly.
Yeah,
We
dude. My next
need
part is
more
gonna be a
filmers.
GoPro video. My next part's gonna
Yeah,
be
you
with the
have
chest mount.
to.
Oh yeah, the chest mount and the helmet mount.
Yeah, I'll wear both. I'll get the
That's the
3D
key.
cam or the
Both angles
360. Yeah, dude, full 360 cam GoPro part
in the
from,
park too.
from a fisheye overhead angle.
Let's get Devin Supertramp on that bitch.
Dude,
We'll get Coda and
make a
Nick
fire
back
ass
together
video.
again.
Oh my god, have you seen the second Devin Supertramp video, Ruben?
No, I've seen the first one though.
The first one is like, I don't know, I grew up on that one, so it's got a special place in my heart. The second one is a dumpster fire. It's so rough. Because it's like, dude, it's Coda, John Reyes, and Nick Tedrick all together in one video. So it's just like a really funny combo. And then you have like really crazy clips riddled in between it. Like Nick has like fucked up clips on like some of these spots, and then it'll be like a GoPro headshot of Coda doing a tuck no while John Reyes is like doing a headstand on his deck.
What the fuck? It sounds like
Around
it's
and
all over
shit.
the place.
Dude,
It's messy.
it's everywhere.
It's messy.
And I
Nick
just
has some heat though.
Nick
He's got
has
a
some
few
abs,
heaters.
dude. He has a whip manual back
For
three in
sure.
that on this brick bank. That is so fucked.
It is good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it was a funny dynamic, all of them hanging out together filming. Like it'd be like Nick getting baked in the corner, and then Devin's like, "All right, so Coda, John, what are we gonna do now?"
John's just already spinning.
Yeah, it's already
Just
going
like-
backwards in a
Just like
faking that.
start filming. You don't see what I'm doing?
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's funny. Yeah, that in those times, that was like the way videos were, or
Yeah.
at least some videos, you know. And then I just like have appreciated how videos have like grown over time. Just watching over scootering since like I started and kind of just looking at it now, like the parallel video that's dropped today, all the videos that drop in the like the Europe side, all those envy videos, the dissidents videos. Everybody that's filming for scootering, like keep going. Like we need more videos.
Facts.
And we need more filmers
yeah.
too. We need more people to pick up camera. Like one of those homies, like if you're listening and you feel like, you know, you don't really want to send your body that much down a stair set or something, pick up the camera. Just film the other homies, then they'll
Preserve
film
the
you too.
memories.
Yeah.
Literally.
Facts. Yeah.
Like that's what you're gonna be able to look back on at the
Yeah,
end
big
of the
facts.
day.
Yeah, and if I don't know, I feel like people just put the effort into making more video parts, they'd like appreciate the time that gets put into them instead of, I don't know, putting the time towards Instagram or something else just for like an
Yeah.
instant clip.
Meaningful
Definitely.
shit. Yeah. Honorable
actually-
mention to
yeah.
Andy though, as well, and Blome and Burrito.
Yeah.
They're pretty fire with the flicks.
Oh yeah. Shout out to the boys. Everybody keep it going. We need it. Scootering needs it for
Keep
sure.
it moving. Let's
Yeah.
go. Let's go, bro.
All right, coming in
Just
at
takes
number
one.
coming in at number 2, worst trend.
He didn't even get his MJ.
Coming in at number
Uh,
1, the Michael Jordan of scootering.
I thought I mean I was going with Zig Short.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah, we did
fuck
get it,
yeah.
dude.
No, I didn't
That's
even hear that. I must have been spaced out. My bad.
No, you're
I'm
good.
lagging.
Worst trend though, dude.
That's fire. Shout out
I
6.
think the Instagram cropping on the feet and head, like that shit is so bad. Like I don't know. I can't see the tricks in that.
the super zoom.
Yeah, the super
Valid.
zoom.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can't fuck with
Man,
that shit.
I feel like there's a healthy balance, like, the more I watch of it, but it's like if you, like, take the phone and right when they land, you, like, pull it in, that's a no-go. If you're zooming the moment their wheels hit the ground, it's like, no. You can start on the feet and film consistently. You can't start on the head because then you can't see on the trick, but, yeah, like, that speed zooming shit, I hate that.
Yeah, that's definitely a no go for me. I just can't really see what the trick is, And I like to see like the full deck or the full like arms. Sometimes when you're just like so zoomed in, you're just cropping shit.
Yeah.
I like full body always, honestly.
Yeah, facts. I think the same goes for filming too. At least personally, like when I try to film long lens, I like to keep the full body in there instead of just like zooming to the feet or like I don't know. I feel like it's just so generic. Like everybody just like zooms in on the feet and like zooms in up to the head. Like I
Yeah,
don't know.
the Strobeck style filming.
Yeah, that thing is definitely carried a lot through
Yeah.
just even more than skateboarding. Like a lot of people just like adapted that style.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I feel like it's like that healthy balance because it's so easy to make a spot look really fucking small too if you zoom in a ton. But then I
Dude, you
do
also
like,
can't you
yeah.
also can't see the spot if you're always fucking zoomed in. Like
Yeah.
dude, like fucking zoom
Yeah.
out. Like the spot could be appreciated too, but if you're so zoomed in on a manual or some shit, like like nobody will know that that spot looks so sick.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. I guess
But
that's a
that's
good
just
way if you have an ugly spot to cover it up. But
yeah, that's just how I go about it. I know like people that film differently, like everybody sees things differently. I just feel like over time, the way that I filmed, I kind of look back on it and I don't know, I was just trying things. I didn't really know what I wanted to film or how I wanted to film, but now that I have a good idea of how I want to film, I kind of just keep certain things in mind so I can leave a bigger, like compose different shots wider or like keep things zoomed in.
yeah. Who's your favorite filmer? I don't think we got to that.
Oh, dude, I have a couple favorite filmers. I definitely fuck with the Dakota Knight. He's good on the VX.
Oh, Dakota is
Dakota Knight,
so good,
yes,
man.
Dakota is dirty with
Yeah.
it. I also like Eric Carl. Shout out to him. All the boys. I'll just
Damn, I
run down the
forgot about
list.
that
Daniel
dude.
Cardenas, Daniel Ray, um, Mateo, Bradley Morrissey. He's fucking good too on
He's
the
killing
Sony
it.
camera. Um, Badger Sick. Parrish is fucking amazing with the extreme fisheye. I don't think I've seen extreme fisheye filming that good anywhere
Dude,
else, to be
even
honest.
like in skating too.
Yeah,
Like, he has it down to a T. It's wild. I feel like
yeah,
filming both snowboarding and scootering probably helps a little bit to
yeah.
like
His
capture
snowboarding
everything.
projects are so sick too.
They're so
Yeah,
good. Yeah, they're so fucking good.
yeah. I definitely know I missed a couple, but there's just like I admire everybody that's filming and scootering right now. Like even if they're like just up and comers, I just like really appreciate that side of scootering now.
You got a least favorite trend when it comes to editing a video?
Uh, Nowadays I feel like I'm kind of over just the basic style of video part. I kind of want to see something more that's just like I don't know. I guess video parts in a sense are like a little personal. You kind of just try to put your own little mix into like video parts, but just like the basic clips and like overlaying a song over it's just kind of boring nowadays. It's kind of funny to see like B-roll or like things that just make it feel like you get to know the person a little more. So I
Yeah.
feel like that would be, I don't know, my like
So
Fuck, what
more
was the question?
personality.
Yeah, what was the
Least
question again? Least favorite trend
favorite trend in editing a
in
video.
editing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess.
No creativity, basically.
No
Yeah,
personality.
yeah. Some things are kind of bland, you know. If they're just like clip back to back to back, you know, no B-roll or no kind of like things that give context to clips, you know.
Yeah.
But then again, you know, that's just like I feel like I was there at one point, you know, when you're barely starting out, you don't really know how you want to edit shit. You're kind of just putting clips together and then
Yeah.
making it work. But
You figure out
yeah,
you can like crossfade a clip into the next clip. You're like, oh, that's sick. I'm
yeah,
gonna crossfade the next three.
yep.
I hate little box and big box. That's been my biggest pet peeve for a while now. That one irks me.
Little
And I used
box
to
and
do it
big
a
box.
ton. Like when somebody takes a clip and they shrink it a little bit and then they put
Oh,
something behind it.
got you.
That one I feel like has been super blown out. Like I just see
Yeah.
so many people do it.
Yeah, I feel like I've
And it
done that
gets
one a
me.
few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I've done it too. Like I'm a part of this camp. It's just now I can't. I hate it. I don't like seeing that one. My
Yeah, I
personal
feel
pet
that.
peeve. Um Most underrated
Impartial.
rider. Number 3.
Most underrated rider. Fuck. Dude, Astro Boy.
Facts.
Yeah, I feel like I've
I feel like
forgotten
even though
about him
he's like
recently.
already on urban art and kind of still making moves, like he's still underrated. Like he is so fucking good. And I met Astro Boy such a long time ago too, before he even blew up. I was just like, what the fuck? Just to see where he's
Yeah.
at now, just like this kid
Yeah.
is crazy.
I feel like he was on top of Instagram for a little while too. And then
Yeah.
now like he doesn't get as much love. Or
Well, dude,
I don't see his clips as much.
I mean, he also broke his leg. Like I don't know how many years ago, but I don't know if you guys saw that he
Damn.
tried the double
Yeah.
kink in Barcelona or somewhere and just broke his leg.
Yeah. I
And then he was
remember that
out for
now.
like a little over a year or two, and then he got back into it.
He's sauce though, bro. He did a Skate Pro collab video with like that J underscore something. That fool who just jibs on a tilt deck.
Yep,
The
I
seven
saw
wide.
that.
Such a good video, bro. He hit like that front 5-0 at the end. I was like, fuck, dude. Like, he still got it.
Yeah, for sure.
He's so
Still
sick.
got it. Yeah, he rides
Um
that same local park. Sorry to keep talking about it, but
I don't know, you're
Toro
good.
shreds that
It's
same
it's
ass
great.
fucking local park of his.
The up flat down
Yeah.
with the ledges too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
That
park looks so
indoor
sick.
one too.
Yeah,
I was thinking of the outdoor one. He's been like posting that
yeah, the
recently.
colorful outdoor one, right? It's got
Yeah.
like just like different colored shit.
Dude,
Yeah.
and he like was riding with
Yeah.
Lewis Opal for a while. I think they're from the same
Ah,
region, and you
dude.
can see it
Yeah,
reflect into his style.
Goats.
Because it's like
yeah.
Lewis has probably the best style in scootering, or
Goats.
definitely one of, and then Astro Boy is definitely more technical Christian. So I feel like that rubbed off on him, and then he's like has the ability to do all these technical tricks. Oh, it blends so well. Like you can see the influence there.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shout out to Astro Boy. I met him so long ago. It was like on a trip to Rotterdam. I got sent out by AO to go to like the Rotterdam Street Jam, and this was like the first time I ever met Christian. And he was so much shorter, and he would rock like a white helmet, but he would rip, dude. He was just so
Yeah.
good at doing full whips and like full whip whips and just like different combos. And I had never seen somebody like, well, like at his age, just like be so good at that. And then come to see him now, like years later, he's still killing it.
Yeah.
I
He's
remember the
fire,
brain
bro.
bucket era.
Fuck.
Absolutely.
Dude. Fucking shout out Lewis Opal's East Coast video. That lives in my mind rent free. Another
That was such a
Yes.
tangent.
good video.
Yes. Is that the one with the cure?
Nah,
Am I thinking?
bro. It's
Oh
the
no, I'm
No,
one
that
thinking
with
was
of a
his
that
deck
different.
promo.
fucking
Okay. Whoops.
brother, help me, please.
Yeah, that was a fire video.
Number 4 on Phil's top 5 suggestion to further the sport.
I definitely stick with that. We need more filmers in scootering.
Yeah,
I feel like the
yeah,
more filmers, the more videos that could be put out and just shown to the public on like a wider scale, you know, other than
Yeah.
Instagram, because people are just swiping past your clips like nothing, you know. People forget about your shit. But if you make like a mid length or a full length that is just so memorable, that shit will live in people's head rent free, or you know, like just
Yeah.
it'll create memories that last so much longer. And the memories you make as a filmer too with your friends or with like projects you work on, like I think scootering needs more filmers. That'll definitely help push it.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And then at the end of the day, it is so much better to reflect on a video you've like put some genuine work into.
Oh yeah.
It's the
So much
best,
better.
dude. That LA video I still will watch from time to time. Like,
Me too,
I
dude.
don't really watch other videos of my like solo projects, but like any brother videos, like team trips or like that video with Caleb are the ones like I'll just sit on the couch, get like hyped to watch them. Just like relive those moments, you know, and like, ah, dude, like we were eating Cali burritos after that. Fucking hit some fat
Yeah.
dabs after we hit that clip for sure. Like just
Yeah.
remembering the times, dude.
Yeah, you definitely get to
So fire.
reminisce just by looking at old videos and just like you also capture those moments in time that, you know, are only going to be there for that part and you'll just move on.
Yeah. The moment and the emotion, dude. Like,
Oh yeah.
so fucking, it's fire to try and relive it. You know?
Yeah, I feel like that would help push scootering in a good way, you know. At least I don't know. Hopefully hopefully at some point there's enough filmers and like that can be like an established job within scootering, you know. How you know how
Yeah.
skateboarding has like
So cool.
established filmer jobs? Like that would be cool if scootering had enough
Yeah.
capital running through it that that could be like available for somebody. People could like be a dedicated filmer and just film for companies.
I
Yeah.
feel like
No,
maybe in Europe they
definitely.
do. I feel
Yeah, I
like
feel like they
Burrito
do.
does for sure as well, like close. He
Yeah,
like
I feel
gets
like
hired to film a
there's some
lot.
people that are doing it consistently, but
Probably
hopefully
not.
scootering grows and people are able to do it more.
Yeah. It would be super dope to be like a vast option.
Yeah,
Like
like it's something
companies are
you could
just
work
hiring
towards instead
filmers
of being like,
always.
yeah, facts, because people are always going to need promotional videos for their products they're trying to sell, you know.
Yeah.
So like if you could be some fire ass filmer that and editor too, you could just pursue a career like that instead of trying to get sponsored and send your body.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Still get plane tickets.
Yeah, still get to hang out with
Yeah.
the boys and travel, you know, but instead of sending your body, you just got to make sure you get the angle
Yeah. You
and
just
edit it.
Facts.
film
Yeah.
other people kill themselves. You don't
Yeah,
have to
pretty
actually
much.
do it yourself.
Gotta keep
Yeah.
strong wrists.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Big
Facts.
forearms. Oh yeah.
Strong back too, carrying a
Yeah.
fucking heavy ass
Yeah,
backpack.
bro.
Yeah,
These
facts.
Panasonics, these
Facts.
Panasonics used to start curling these and filming your friends. Woo.
Shits get heavy for sure.
Fuck yeah. Yeah, one more time, shout out to all the filmers and scootering. You guys gotta keep that shit
Shout
going and
out.
hopefully more keep coming into the scene.
Facts, bro. Keep them coming. If you're listening to this, go fucking buy a camera.
Yeah, facts.
Run
And
that
then
shit up.
number 5, which I feel like is a great transition here, but favorite video.
Dude, favorite video. I'd say Tilt Transport.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Solid.
one,
Yeah.
yeah. That one just lives in my head rent free because I was at the premiere and that's like my favorite standard definition video, like VX video that I've ever seen in scootering. And the parts in there too are just so gnarly, like Isaac Miller's and Tom K's split part, so buck. And then Dylan Caston's part at the end, so good.
Meaning to rewatch it
Dude, it's been a
after Isaac
while
was
since I've
talking
seen
about it, man.
Transport,
Like I have
honestly.
honestly no recollection because I probably watched it when it came
Dude.
out and that was it.
Yeah, that video is
But
just timeless to me, to be honest.
fuck.
I definitely admire just because I'm filming with the VX so much more now, I just admire
Yeah.
SD clips and SD parts so much more than HD because I feel like I was just filming HD for a long time, just saw so many HD videos that it kind of got boring to me. So now I'm trying to like dive into that SD look and make that like, I don't know, just like pursue that. And those videos like Tilt Transport and Dakota Knight's play video for Outset and like
Oh,
some of the Satori videos, like
Dude, I love
Dude.
Play. And
Was the
VX
Philly
is so hard to
files?
film with too. Like,
Yep. You gotta I feel like yeah, it's not that easy because you don't have like a LCD screen that people just rely on. Like you gotta know where you're standing and especially with like a fisheye, you gotta know. You
Yeah.
gotta just compose your shot by like your stance and how you want to approach it.
takes so many hours. I will never learn how to film with a VX. I'm sorry. I don't think I'll ever go down that road.
No, I think you could, to be honest. I feel like if you just like practice now on your own camera, just filming without the LCD screen open and just looking through the viewfinder and at least like thinking about if you're filming fisheye, for example, like the way I tried to like do it when I first started transitioning is like, right, like you know how like the depth of field is going to be on the fisheye, like just stand back far enough to get whatever you need, but don't rely on like the LCD screen because sometimes scooters could just get thrown out and then you don't have time to react.
Yeah, that is one thing that like I try to get better at. I still kind of look at the LCD screen, I keep it open, but like I've had my scooter get hit because I was looking at the LCD screen. I've had
Yeah,
my camera get hit by a scooter because I was
yeah,
looking at the
me
LCD
too.
screen. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to learn the hard way, and unfortunately, on my HD camera, my HMC, the LCD screen, like the cable got pulled out of the motherboard, so that shit's been broken for like
Damn.
ever since I filmed for the LA Coalition. Like I haven't fixed it since, but the viewfinder on the camera still works. So like I would just go VX style and kind of film like that.
Nice. Nice. Yeah,
So
dude. I had a similar I had a AC 160.
let's
Um
go.
and my homie Ethan shot his scooter at it on this kink rail, but I was looking at the viewfinder, so I like pulled away too late,
Yeah.
ripped all the sensors off the front of it,
No,
dusted, dusted. It like knocked the fish off, which broke the sensors.
bro.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the worst
Yeah,
kind of shit.
buffed
And you
out
don't
by now.
expect it when you're just looking at the screen, you're kind of just like
Yeah,
trying to focus on getting the shot, but people can just like fall
yeah.
quicker than you can react and boom, your camera gets dusted.
Worst part too is I watched the clip back because somebody filmed it on their iPhone of like it shooting out, and it's like I react, but just slow enough to where it like clips the edge of the fisheye and
Yeah.
rips it off. Or it's just,
Fuck.
yeah, literally like I was trying to move, but I didn't see it. But
Yeah, dude.
yes, friends, don't film with your LCD screen if you want to have a camera for a while, so we can have more filmers and more videos and scootering.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, but tilt transport
yeah.
for sure. That's definitely my favorite video. Or at least, yeah, I'd say I put that one at the top. That's the one I take a lot of inspiration from right now. Like, yeah, for sure. But I definitely have
So
other videos that I carry inspiration from too.
Hell yeah. That's the you got a close second.
Let me think. I don't want to throw another SD one in there. I'd want to take one that's like HD.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I'd say the evil videos. Those are for sure one of my favorite. Those come like in a
Yeah,
close second
yeah.
for sure.
Y2K is like has such a special place in my heart. And I think
Yeah,
it's what you were saying about transport, how you saw the premiere. That was the first
yeah,
scooter premiere I ever saw was Y2K. So it was like
sick, dude.
seeing it was just like, this is the best scooter video I've ever seen in my life. And then it's like the
yeah.
energy of everybody there. You got Hugo DJing afterwards in Chicago.
Oh, dude, that looks so fun. Yeah, I wasn't there at that one, but honestly, I would add that to like the other question of what could help push scootering, like more premieres. Like if you're a filmer, like I don't know, try to save up money or try to scheme a way that you can premiere your video and just get everybody together. Just get the community
Yeah.
together and
Shout
have everyone
out
watch your video.
the Austin 10th annual street jam. We're gonna have a movie. We say this in every podcast, but we're gonna have a movie theater. Pull up. If you have a video, Ruben, come through.
Fuck yeah. When is
Be
that?
scared or just come through. October. In one of these, we'll say the actual date. We're not there yet, but
October or
Oh,
September. But yeah, even if you I don't give a
bring
fuck if you have a
Wooby.
video or not.
I
Pull up
already
with
tell
Wooby.
him.
Pull up with
I've been
Wooby.
telling him already. Pull up.
Yeah, I might just have to hit a whip. Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Dude, y'all could crash 200% if you pull up, dude. Like,
thanks, brother. I
Not even
appreciate that.
100,
dude,
200.
Yeah,
these
I
fools
haven't.
gotta pull up both of them 100%
Yeah, I haven't been
certified.
to a Austin jam before, but they look like they crack.
Oh, they're fun,
Dude, they're
man.
small. It's not like Chicago, but it's like the vibe and the energy is just always there because it's just all the homies that are local and to Texas, plus like whoever wants to roll up. And I feel like they
Yeah.
just kind of like feed and get hype off like what we're doing. And it's like, it's always so sick. We're just throwing out beers and bong rips and shit. We're like fucking telling people the ground is soft. Like we got the best MC in the game. He just gets people riled up, bro.
Yeah, the
That's sick.
concrete's softer in Texas, guys. We
It is.
promise.
It is
It's as soft as a pillow, actually.
a little
Um,
secret to Texas.
okay, number 7. If you were to go on a trip, who would you bring and where would you go? You can bring 3 people.
3 people, and where would I go? Damn. Hmm. This one's a tough one. Damn. Well, I'm gonna start with where I would want to go first. That would be, dude, it would be insane to go to like a place like Greece and film.
Oh,
Greece looks so
yeah.
nice to film at. And
Yeah.
who would I take with me? Um, Damn, this one's a hard one. I feel like I'd want to take all the homies. Everybody just like hop on a plane. Like we're filling that bitch up. Everybody's going to Greece. Like I'll film
Fuck
everybody.
it.
All
Spirit
everyone eat.
Airlines, I'll get all your tickets. You just got to pay for your bags. So
Yeah.
pretty much like getting another ticket.
Dude, fuck Spirit Airlines. Yeah.
That's it'd be
Pretty
enough
much.
to get him there though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. I'd probably bring Daniel Ray with me. Definitely bring Andrew and hmm, I'd bring Monkey with me too. Ralph.
Ooh.
What a video,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
What
Wow.
a video.
Do you ride with him often?
No, I wish I did, or I wish I do, but Monkey lives in like Corona or like way in the IE, so
Mm,
he's like 2 hours out almost.
gotcha. Damn.
Yeah, dude. To be honest, not that the scene has died a little over here, but I haven't really rode that much with. I don't know. It seems like everybody is either busy or just like people are just riding elsewhere. People are always riding like in the valley, like the Canada boys always riding like the valley, or like they're riding the OC.
Gotcha. Damn. OC runs deep out there. I feel like there's so many people out in Orange County. Maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong, man.
Shout
I'm
out the
thinking like
boys.
Ian, Steez, Logs,
Yeah.
Yeah. The Holy Trinity of Orange County
Angel.
for me, for sure.
All
Shout
right.
out the boys. What's up with
Oh,
switch
keep going.
scootering? Quick improv, Ruben.
But
You
scootering,
still you still riding switch a lot? As
just a
you
little
said.
bit, to be honest. I feel like since the knee that I had surgery on is my left one, so since when it's like my back foot, kind of scares me a little bit putting that much pressure on it. So I don't really ride switch that much, but I still fuck around with it. I'm still like doing my stepping stones kind of to where I feel like I want to get back to, but I'm just taking my time with it.
Yeah.
Huh. Take it
Fuck
slow.
yeah.
You don't want to see you get hurt again.
Yeah,
Pretty
thanks.
please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to
Facts.
fucking get hurt again. That shit sucked, dude. I feel like I got so bitter and just like distanced myself from like scootering because it just all happened at the worst time. It was like right when my deck dropped, right when I went pro, and then I just stopped scootering for like
Did you
3 years.
think you were gonna stop for good at any time?
No, dude. And I had like never thought I was gonna get surgery. And what's weird about it is like way long before I injured my knee, I had a dream one night that I injured my left knee and like I couldn't scooter after. And I don't know, like that always stuck in my head. And when it finally happened, I just like reflected on when I actually like how had like felt that feeling before, and it was just like a bummer because like I couldn't scooter, and that was like when I was barely like doing. I feel like the hardest tricks I could. That was like probably the best that I've been so far.
Man, yeah, you're peaking, and then God nerfed you. They're like, this fucker's got to stop hitting El Toro right now.
Yeah.
Fucking A, yeah, he did. Put the
Same
cap
with
on me real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. And then he was like, all right, I'll take some dead guy's knee so you can have this back.
Yeah, just a little
Bet.
bit. I'll let you see what it tastes like again. And
Yeah.
that's where I'm at right now. I'm just taking my time with it. It
Yeah.
feels nice to like not be sponsored and like have those obligations. Just like doing it for the fun
Oh,
now.
yeah. Yeah. Just
Yeah.
doing it for the love of it. Awesome.
Yeah. Look at Caleb too, bro. He fucking broke his shit in his prime. He's
Man,
back up
it's
on
the
top.
knees. It's
He's
the
back up on
knees for
top.
everybody. But yeah, Caleb's he's crawling back up there. His
Was
knee's still a little
backflipping
fucked,
everything,
but
bro.
Yeah.
yes.
Shout out Caleb.
Yeah,
I'll
shout out
always
Caleb.
shout out Caleb. It's my
Still
fucking brother.
putting in work, but yeah, everybody fucking take care of your knees. You fucking smash them. Even hit them on the side of your bars. Like just take it easy. One, all it takes is one, and you'll be done.
Yeah, literally. You got an
Shout
ice
out.
roller?
Ooh.
Yeah, I got a foam roller that I use every day pretty much, and then I got some uh like rubber bands that I use for like my PT exercises, just like resistance bands. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
do some like knee workouts and leg workouts. I honestly, fuck, dude, it sucks because after I was like cleared to start being active on my knee again, I went so hard in scootering, and then that's when I fell on my knee, trying to do the front predator grind. So then I stopped scootering again for like a month or two, and then I've been scootering on it a lot. But fuck, where was I going with this?
PT?
Yeah, like all of those PT exercises that I did definitely helped me out, but ever since I started scootering, I stopped doing those exercises, and so I kinda
No.
just, like, slacked off a little bit, but I'm picking it up again, I'm just trying to discipline myself and make sure I'm on top of, those exercises because that's what got me to
Yeah.
scooter again, so, like, if I just start
Yeah.
scootering again and get injured, then, I'll
Dude,
just put myself down at square one.
what exercises do you do? I feel like this would be good to know.
Oh, dude. They showed me one in PT where if you put, like, a resistance band around both of your legs and you're doing, like, side steps, just like that
Oh,
resistance, like,
damn.
between, like,
Yeah.
yeah, and just, like, planting your foot, but taking, like, small steps to really, like, get around
Are you
and,
like squatting while you do this?
yeah, just a little bit, just,
Just a
like,
little
bending your
bit?
knees a little bit, and if,
Damn,
well,
dude.
you go to, like, whatever
Probably
range
caked
you can
up
go
by
to.
now.
Dude,
uh,
honestly, my legs have never been worked like this ever because just surgery. I lost so much muscle mass. They told me like I just lost a bunch of muscle because I stopped scootering and stopped using those muscles, and then
mhm,
I just got a little bit like I wouldn't say fragile, but I just got a little weaker, because those muscles weren't used as much.
gotcha. Word. All right. Side steps with the resistance band. I got one right behind me.
Let's go.
I'm gonna do them right after this.
Yeah, yeah, let's go. Yeah, those are definitely good. Also, just foam rolling and stretching, it's just helpful. At least for where I'm at right now, I just need to do that, and that just lets me scooter.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
Coming in at number 8. We really go all over the place with these questions. I feel like we've never like gotten through them smoothly, but it's all in the flow of things.
No, it's dude,
Number
it's
8.
just going with the flow is fucking key, man.
Exactly.
Tangents are key, bro. Like
This is
I love listening to podcasts where it's like you think it's about to end, but then you look at your phone, you're like, oh shit, it's got 45 minutes left. And
Dude,
it's like, I
yeah.
bet. Like I still have 2 hours of work anyway. Like, fuck
yeah,
yeah.
I need
Facts.
to embody the energy y'all had on that trip where you just do whatever the fuck
I
is put in
bet.
front of you. But coming in at number 8, we
I'm
got the
scared.
best person to party with.
Dang, I know you guys ask everybody this. I don't really party that much, to be honest, but I have partied with Andrew only because I've just been on so many trips with him. So I'd say that guy. He's
Andrew.
he's pretty fucking funny when
Hey,
he's
he's a day one homie for you
lit.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, I don't really party that much. I don't really drink that much. I do like smoke, but I don't know. I don't think I've really ever wilded out.
Wild out for the night,
Oh man.
being polite.
Dude, Andrew's such a fucking laid back and just like chill to himself guy. Have you ever seen him get a little wacky? Have you seen him like,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
All
Yeah,
right.
he's funny.
Dude, he is funny. But yeah, I remember I met him at East and he was there with Grape Slushies and just their like personality clash was so funny. Like they got along really well, but they're so different. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
fucking yeah,
There's something that bonds them.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
he's
KYK.
funny. Yeah, he actually yeah, it was funny partying with him after the coalition in SD and LA because he just got so fucking lit that he just like jumped in the pool at like Andy's house just like in his underwear. It was cold as fuck too.
Quick polar
Liquor will keep you
plunge.
warm, boy.
Bro.
Oh yeah. That's great for the knees right there.
Oh yeah.
Y'all start taking your ice baths. Come on now.
Almost got him. Fly hovering around this moth.
All right. And then number 9 or number 8, I believe. Personal favorite moment in scootering.
Favorite moment in scootering.
Like your favorite.
Uh
Heard that twice now.
I would say
Did I read that twice?
I
I'd
heard
say
it
my
twice.
favorite
Last
Uh,
one was like 5 or 10 minutes ago, though.
hmm.
I'd say my favorite moment is the most recent, or not the most recent, but the LA Street Jam that I hosted last year, it was so nice to just be there with everyone. Just being like in the crowd, pushing through the streets of downtown was such a vibe.
And you put that one on. Was that the first one you put on in LA? Was that the first
Yeah,
was that the first LA jam ever?
no, that was the
No.
first one in like 10 years. The last one that happened was 2014 or 2013.
Oh, damn, dude. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
when I started scootering.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
yeah, I started scootering in 2011, I think, and I went to the 2012 LA Street Jam that Phase 2 and Razor hosted, and that shit cracked. And
That's
then I went
sick.
to the 2013 one, and then they had like a 2014 one, I think, and that was it.
Dude, how is going from the 2014 LA jam to this most recent one?
Dude, so sick.
Oh
Just to
my
see where everyone is
god.
at now, like age-wise, like ripping wise, like everybody was so good, just throwing down. It was such a good vibe.
Who
I was
else was there? Who was at the first one? That was at the most recent one.
damn, I would say like I think Cameron Ward was at the most recent one. He was always at the old ones that Razor would post or that like Razor would host. And dude, I'm sure like a few heads came out. I was just like seeing everybody. I can't really remember.
Yeah,
I know a
so
lot of people
hectic.
that came back to this one came to the ones that were way long ago.
Hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah. I'm
And
thinking about doing
then
another one. I
oh
heard
yeah,
through the
yeah, yeah.
pipeline it was a maybe
Dude,
because you
yeah,
wanted to jazz it up.
yeah.
You want
I
to
don't
do the
know.
same thing.
Yeah, I am gonna host another one. I haven't decided what date, but yeah, you guys heard it here first on 10-4. There is gonna be another street
Yeah.
jam this year.
Damn. I'll be there, bro. I'm definitely. I'm fucking.
I
Let
would
us
love to
know.
go to that one. I would love
Fuck
to
That'd be
go to
yeah.
that
sick.
one.
Fuck the ST Street
I
Jam.
think
I was gonna only go if there wasn't an LA. We're going to the
But
LA Jam, baby.
yeah, yeah, I don't know. I was on the fence with throwing another one this year. I felt like I was just so happy with last year's turn out that I was just like, damn, like that's all I needed. It was just like that one. Like it would be
Yeah.
okay if it didn't happen again, but like, no, I definitely want to do it for the community and get everyone out again and just try to keep pushing it. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, try to mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, because we heard you think the street jam phase is ending. I believe you were the one who somebody
Yeah,
told me that
I
you like.
remember. Yeah,
Like Steez.
Alex Blum, I think Ralph, and someone else. We were all talking about this topic at like La Puente Skate Park one night. And yeah, it just seems like I don't know, street jams and scootering are getting a little repetitive. They're just like a lot of spots that only a certain amount of heads can hit because those heads are like capable of hitting it. It doesn't seem as inclusive. Like last year, I tried to have spots that like were small enough for like the younger kids to be able to hit and just like get as many people involved in like hitting the spots instead of everyone just watching like Nick or Tommy or just like the pros hit those spots. I feel
Yeah.
like if you kind of have an event that's more inclusive, it's just better overall for the community instead of just like having a bunch of people come out just to see like a certain amount of heads hit a spot or two.
X.
More
Like,
inclusiveness is what I'm going for sure.
I think
Like,
it's that happy medium.
yeah,
Like get
yeah, for
spots that
sure.
everyone can ride, and then it's like it fires me up to watch people ride things. I can't. Gets me hyped.
Yeah,
Gets
yeah,
me
like
fired
getting
up. Seeing the young fool though, like snuff that double whip out or some shit though, that like he didn't know he could do until
Yeah.
like the crowd was just hyping him up to send it like down the fucking 10 stair or whatever.
Yeah, and that's what's so nice at street jams too. It's like the vibe. Everybody's like kind of pushing each other and feeding off of each other's energy that you're just like wanting to send it.
I was just quoting a random scenario, but yeah, I did see that. Yeah.
Josh Fuller in the background, ladies and gentlemen. You can't hear him, but he's saying something.
He was saying that fool that did the double whip down a stair set with one arm.
That
Yo, I
fucking
saw
happened.
that.
That was pretty
That was
dope.
crazy.
I have yet to see this
That was
clip.
wild.
What the fuck?
I
Somebody
like
started
posted it.
GoFundMe. Let's get him an arm. So he's got the triple next year.
An arm. I don't know if you could still like grasp with that shit though.
Where they got crazy robots now. Man,
Yeah,
if you had a
honestly, bro,
robotic
we could
arm, you
probably
could probably
fucking
quad flat. You get that extra torque.
Oh
fuck
yeah.
this guy for getting a triple flat. I'll say it.
Oh
I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
First podcast since I learned triple whips flat. I just like to say I'm the fucking best out of this duo.
Dude,
I
I still
mean,
can't triple
shit.
flat. Fuck that.
It's a battle, dude. It's an impressive W.
Dude, it feels good. We've been talking about it for a really long time. With that being said, Nick Scoots commented on my story and he was like, good luck because you only get 3 of them in your lifetime. I was like, oh, fuck this guy. I'm about to go do another triple whip because I had already done 2 that day. And I tried for like 15 minutes and I couldn't do another triple whip flat. So
Cursed you.
It's
Almost
like
got the third one.
I know. So I'm gonna get the 3rd one like probably this week or the next, and then I'll never do one ever again.
you gotta film it, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I would try hard as fuck if we were filming it, but like yeah, it's like a 720, dude. After like 5 attempts, I just like don't have that much energy or effort to put into like that. It's like
It's definitely
it's
something
just a
you do in like
fucking
the
triple
first
whip.
5 tries.
So yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've been doing vertical training. I think that's the key. I think that's how I unlocked them, honestly.
Getting the hops up.
Do your squat jumps, y'all. Do some pogo progressions, some Bulgarian split squats, and you guys will learn triple whips. It's the key.
Exotic training. I've done none of that. But neither is Caleb, and he still got them, so I don't know.
And then you have people like Caleb, but they can go fuck themselves.
Just built different.
Yeah,
Just built different.
exactly. They just drank some other kind of water growing up.
Got milk.
Number 10 is who influenced you as a rider the most?
I'd say it's a mix. I had a few influences over like my course of scootering. I feel like the early years I had a huge influence off of Dylan Caston and Ralph. And then I feel like in my Sendy years I had a
Earlier when you did
huge
that.
influence off Elliot Arnold.
I could see that for
Yeah,
sure.
shout out to Elliot, the legend.
Shout out Elliot, bro. He is a fucking legend. Damn. Yeah, he was an era, bro. He was a fucking era. I think he dropped an Affinity part like a couple years ago. That was like
Yeah, dude.
pretty fucking sick too. Still, he had some good clips in there. He like beat cancer and shit. Like filmed that video. It was fucking dope.
Yeah, shout out to
LMR.
Elliot.
So
Yeah, dude,
sick.
they took his dude, I love his AO deck promo, but they took it off YouTube.
Is that the one where he's
Really?
in the bathtub?
Yep,
Like
with the
bloody bathtub?
blood.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember watching that when I
Man.
was like a youngin. I was like, this motherfucker's so weird. Oh my God.
Dude,
I'm like going to
it's funny.
church. I'm going to church every Sunday. I'm like, he's possessed.
Oh man, that's funny. Yeah, I remember seeing that shit and I was like, what the hell? But it was just like almost like I don't know, the coolest thing that I had seen at the time. And then he would just send it with his tricks, and I was like, his like send mentality was just like I don't know, I just like
Dude,
related
he
to
was
that so
so
much.
fucked up doing the most fucked up tricks at the time, like on street spots. And I was 14, thought he like sold his soul to the devil. I'm like, obviously, this is how he's doing these things. He's made a deal with
Literally.
Satan.
Nah,
That video is so
he
sick.
was bucks, dude. Like on his grit
So
days and
buck.
shit, even like ripping the
Fuck yeah.
fuck out of Claremont.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's a
He's a
fucking
legend.
legend.
Yeah. Shout out fucking Elliot Arnold.
Just want to say I just opened a pack of Pokemon cards and I didn't get shit. Damn it.
Damn.
But back to scootering.
Damn.
It's okay. I got a
It's
Lost
okay.
City trainer car. That one's pretty sick. Other than that, well,
Jetch.
Ruben, what's your favorite trick?
Crooked grinds.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
hooked on doing front crooks and back crooks right now, and sort of like blunt slides. But I'm trying to get my crooked grinds on point.
You see OD's bar front crook.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I like seeing like I remember being with OD and well with Gabe and Riley and Alex Blum when they were here filming for their Olay video. And we were just talking about crooked grinds and we were all just like we all had like a mutual agreement. Like if your shit is not pointed up, like it is not a crooked grind. Like
Doesn't
if your
count.
wheel is
Yeah.
hanging low, like nah, that does not count. His bar front crook was just like boom. Yeah. That was so fire.
Right in it. Ah, it's so sick. That's like the next evolution of scootering is just crazy crooked grinds, I think.
Oh yeah. And it's just like holding those kind of grinds too, because you're grinding on such a small piece of metal. Well,
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
tough.
luckily I have the Europa right now. The Europa is so fire. I feel so comfortable on the Europa deck. But that whole like 7-inch blunt plate slash like crook plate is just like something I just like focus on sitting on every time.
You got any tips for him?
If you're gonna do them on a ledge, definitely practice doing front smiths, and then like while you're like rolling in a front smith, just like kind of dig your blunt blade into the ledge, like if you're like almost doing a crook. But you have to just remember it's all in the hands. You can like push down into the deck, but your hands is what's really gonna put the back wheel up and like push you through the ledge or the rail. But
Wow.
if you're doing it on rails, like you just have to make sure the fork is also hitting against the rail. Because if you do it with like a crook and the fork and the wheel aren't hitting the rail, you're just gonna slide into a blunt and it'll just slide into that little gap between the wheel and the blunt plate. And that's sketch as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
that
that's dope.
I've never thought of that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
use my front
Dude,
foot pressure for sure.
fuck
Yeah,
yeah.
that's how I started. You gotta like well, it's just you gotta take it into consideration that we're kind of using both of our feet and our arms. So you have to put pressure into like the head tube area, but with your bars, you have to just make sure that pressure is redirected into the grind, but into a straight grind. Because if you do a crooked grind and your bars turn, then that's when you'll get caught in that little gap. But if you're pushing your bars into the ledge, or like necessarily the wheel into the ledge or the rail, like you'll be able to stick that crooked grind.
Fuck yeah.
I've
I'm
never
gonna
thought
try it.
about doing
Yeah.
Smith and then holding the crook. That is
Mhm.
such a good way to practice it. I always
Yeah,
just try to hop right into it.
yeah, that's how I've gotten used to
Yeah.
them on ledges, but on a rail, you just gotta almost be comfortable with how you already want to land into it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Facts.
All right.
Damn. Yeah, that's fire. Good
Now I want to
looks.
go to the skate park.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's been like I haven't ridden in like a week. I was itching. I didn't go out today. I should have. Tomorrow.
Yeah. Buff. I'm waiting until Saturday.
Oh, well, I'll ride both days, brother. And I'll do a triple flat on each of them.
Let's go.
I bet you 5 on that.
I'll take that bet.
See if you bust them out.
Clip it, chat. Chat, clip it.
I think you could do it.
Thank you.
It's $5 for your motivation.
Thank you. Try my best.
Yeah, let's see what else.
Hey, dude, it took us a while to get to what's your favorite trick. That's normally one we throw out pretty early when we don't know what to say.
I know. I don't even know what we're at. I wish
We
I could
ran through a few
see.
questions already.
Yeah, I think we're at like
we've
2
been-
hours.
We've been running through. All right, bet that's my new minimum. Fuck 1 hour podcast.
Well, AI is gonna
Hours.
chop up the jump cuts, so we might be at like hour 40. But
Let's go. Yeah, I've been hyped you guys have been
Close.
doing these. Shout out to you guys for just always like trying to have some podcasts. It definitely gives me something like some insight for sure on different perspectives and scootering. And I like to hear about scootering and talk about it too.
dude, hell
Yeah.
yeah. Thanks for coming on. It's like people like you that make it possible. It's fucking
Yeah.
it's fun.
It's dope, dude. Like we're honestly so isolated out here that I love to just talk to people who like actually are more in the industry and like more up to date and like in different scenes and areas with like different perspectives.
Yeah. I feel like we don't even know that much
Fucking
about
tight.
scootering.
I don't know
Really?
shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know
Honestly.
shit. Like
We do it a good bit, but
yeah,
like
we ride and like I'll see shit on Instagram, but like Andy will tell us some shit that's like in pals, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where I'm like, that's just like funny as hell, or like random shit like that, or like when people from like companies come on and they're telling us like cool shit from like Tilt has been like a repetitive one. Like just learning
Yeah.
little shit like ins and outs and specs, like upcoming shit, whatever. It's definitely interesting, like something to do, you know?
Yeah, for
just
sure. I feel like for
Cool.
the most part you can kind of know what's going on in scootering from Instagram, but it's nice to talk to like people in scootering and
Yeah.
get different
yeah,
Inform.
perspectives.
absolutely.
Yeah, it's dope.
Absolutely. Do you
I'm
be
glad.
watching them on YouTube or Spotify?
I watch them on YouTube.
Okay. Damn,
Yeah,
I gotta
hell
fix
yeah.
Hunters. Hunters,
Hell yeah.
that'll be
It's a
fixed this
bad one
week
to
if you already
butcher,
watched
dude.
that one. I promise. I know the Hunter one was so. If you're listening to this right now, y'all,
So good.
there will be a re-upload of Hunter's pod, and it'll have better audio, and the video won't chop out towards the end. So
To be honest, yeah, I noticed that it chops out at the end, but the audio I kind of just had it playing on speakers so I could kind of hear it pretty
okay,
well.
Yeah.
okay, cool,
I feel like it's almost not even worth it, but it's up to you.
man. I
I
feel
don't know
like
how
that's
many
one
people
that'll
would
live on for a
re-listen, but
while.
that's valid. Yeah, like I definitely that's one I'll go back and listen to for
I'll go
sure.
back and
Just to
listen
laugh,
to
bro.
him beating up a man on
To
crutches a couple
reminisce on
times.
that
Right?
exact moment. That was. I wish I would have gone more into that when I listened to the pod the other day. I was like, I should have talked more about that, but I was just laughing too hard. Like
I tried.
that
I tried
shit,
to like
like
paint the picture because I was flabbergasted.
awestruck, bro. That's just so fucking awesome and so
Yeah, he had some of
hilarious.
the
Like,
craziest stories. I was just like, damn. But he's been around a lot, you know, like he was he was like just doing it in that time where it was just like I don't know, scootering was just
possible.
happening. Yeah,
Yeah.
impossible. Dude, like with what he said about AO, like being paid $20 a clip, like when I first got on AO, like that was sort of still a thing, but then Andy cut back super hard and like people weren't getting paid per clips anymore. But imagine
Yeah.
getting paid $20 per clip and you're banging out videos just like how they were back then, bro. You really
Oh,
rack up
dude.
some shit.
That's why they were
Yeah.
turning up so hard.
Yeah, dude.
Elliot and Hunter and Rudy and them, like he's getting paid to film per clip too, probably. So it's
I
like
wonder
Yeah.
how much they paid Elliot to get in a bathtub full of blood.
he probably did it because he wanted to for the video.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
like, this
fucking
will be
around,
sick.
dude.
There's no way Andy was like, do this.
Nah.
Like, I'll give you 50
Definitely.
for that one.
I'll
Yeah,
double it.
that's five. That's only a $5 clip. B-roll is cheap. Nah, yeah, that was sick. What else were we saying? Yeah, I don't know, dude. It's definitely cool that like people are honestly like just down to come and hop on and that we can be able to like schedule people once or twice a week. Just keep the flow coming. I think I still kind of want to do like some solo pods here and there just to kind of like shoot the shit with Paxton, but I really do love like being able to talk to people like different each week. Just get their perspective and like hear their stories and shit. It's dope. Scootering needs more of it, honestly. Shout out fucking Shop ECX. They started a pod and like shouted us out in their episode. So it's fucking dope to see another fool like running some more pods. If y'all want to listen to them, they're gonna
Yeah,
probably do
facts.
weekly shit. I think they were saying it's like
Yeah,
Wyatt and Michael Pytel. Yeah,
yeah,
they're
that's
pretty
pretty
cool.
sick. I haven't really heard their podcast yet, but they're yeah, have you guys like heard Syndicate Stores podcast? Like the one they had with Kevin Austin and like other people.
I've
I saw
been
the one
meaning to
with
listen to the
Kai.
Kevin one, but yeah, I listened to some of their older ones. It's I don't know. I wish it was a little more like colorful, I guess. I feel like I don't know.
The one
I
I
got kind of
watched with
bored.
Kai, they didn't really like shoot the shit at all. It was very cut and dry. But that's the
Well,
only one
yeah,
I've seen.
just need a little more flavor, you know. Like I'm not trying to shit talk anybody because like I don't think we're good at this, but for like when I was listening to it, I listened to a podcast or two every day, and it's like I got kind of bored with that one because it was just kind of like straightforward, cut and dry. I wish like
Yeah,
Kai would have just said a lot more random shit that like had happened or funny memories or something
But
versus like
at the same time, us talking about scooter podcasts on a scooter podcast about how other scooter podcasts are is really bad podcasting.
I already
Really
said that.
bad podcasting.
I
Oh
already said
no.
that. Hey
But
man.
honestly, shout out to you guys though for doing your podcast because and like shout out to everybody that has done a podcast like Undialed, like
Yeah.
Burritos trying to do or like used to do the Peachy podcast slash Northern podcast. Dylan Caston
Yeah.
used to do like the Tandem podcast. Big
Yeah.
Facts, you know, like there's been podcasts
Yeah.
here and there in scootering, but shout out to y'all for keeping it going.
Well, yeah, man. Thank you.
Definitely will try. Shout out everyone else doing it too. I'll say that again. I'm not trying to shit talk you syndicate. Do some more
Sorry, Reagan.
episodes. We'll be listening. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's like what I like about ours is just kind of like it's like fuck it, dude. I don't really care what I say. I don't really care what these people think if they listen. Like I'm hyped that y'all are listening and I'm hyped that y'all want to hear opinions, but I'm gonna keep mine like how it is, you know. I'm not gonna fucking like bullshit just because I know like so and so is listening or potentially listening because they follow. I'm gonna still keep it real with my opinions personally, but
Yeah, I
Real.
feel you on
people are
that.
killing it, you know.
Keep it keep it 100% to speak the truth.
Ruben, what's an event
This
that you
is
want to
it.
see really bad?
Dude, I honestly want to see
Um,
how the hyphy jam plays out. That
yeah,
event sounds so sick, but
Wait, which jam?
shout out
the
Hella
hyphy
Grip.
jam
Oh, is that the
happening in
one
the Bay
in?
Area.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's happening like next weekend.
That's gonna be fucking sick. I'm hyped to see the video from that.
Yeah, me
Burden
too.
Army's such a dope spot. It's a fucking skate park.
And are they building on top of it?
Yeah, they're building additional spots to it, and, like, that's the shit that I'm really looking forward to, you know? It's not like it'd be like if they weren't putting the additional spots, it'd just be like a street jam, you know? Everybody
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
meets up at a spot, and they're all just jamming the same spots, but adding stuff to it just adds that mix in there that, like, you know, it really just makes things different.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope. We've talked about incorporating like spots to our spots for the street jam. I still
Yeah.
think that would be pretty cool. Like, fuck it, throw the kicker in front of it real quick. See what happens. Like,
Put the kicker in front of the kink rail.
yeah,
Yeah,
you
that'd be
just got
sick.
it.
Yeah, that event sounds sick, but on a larger scale, I definitely like to see a street league style for scootering.
How
Yeah.
involved were you with the what's the vault the sovereign?
Sovereign.
I
I
was like
believe I forgot that one.
I was handling like the media side, or at least how we were gonna film it for the live stream. So I was looking into cameras and like uh recorders with well, just like all the gear that we could use to live stream it pretty much, and just like send feedback to the computer, and looking at tripods for all that shit. That's how involved I was. For the most part, Austin and the rest of them kind of just dealt with like all the stuff that was going to be going on at the park, dealing with the riders. I was just making sure like the cameras we got and the stuff that we're going to use to film it with is good.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was super hyped to film that. That would be sick. I mean, that'd be sick to do again, just like film that event. Cause dude, I don't know if you guys saw the recap video, but seeing all that shit in person was crazy.
Yeah. The energy was there for sure,
Oh
dude.
yeah. Yeah,
That
that
looks
that
sick.
that event is such a vibe. Hopefully they do it again and do it somewhere else because Havas is blown out, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It really is. But it is still such a good park, man.
It is
I've
still
never
such
been
a good
there.
park, but for the time that we do it at Sav, to do it like at 12 in the afternoon when it's like 90 degrees, it's not the move. Everything was like
Yeah.
malfunctioning because everything was just like overheating the day of, and to do a contest there, it'd probably be beneficial to do it at night.
Sovereign Street
Yeah.
2023 at the barracks. Who's got
E
it?
Imagine.
Hit
Who's
up
got the
Dom.
bread?
Hit up
Dom.
Steve Barra.
Dom, somebody.
Or Donald.
Throw
Fuck
throw
it.
s
He'll make
throw
it
Barrett
happen.
20 bands. Donald.
Yeah. Sell some scooter parts. We'll sell some merch. We'll help.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
One day, man.
Where do you think? Do you have another park in mind? Like you could pitch to the vault? Like you've been scheming
Um,
that at all or
nah, I think the last time we were thinking about it was like shortly after the last Sav, and we didn't really come to a conclusion on where we would throw it next because they weren't even sure if they're gonna do it again, you know?
yeah.
Damn, have y'all seen the
Yeah.
new park they're building at East? They're
Yeah.
replacing
No,
B3 with the street league style skate park.
no way. I know they're
Yeah,
rebuilding
dude.
at West. They're taking away El
Fuck.
Poco Loco for like a whole new cement park.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
I was there when they caged up Poco and see what they were
Damn.
turning it into. But yeah, Poco's gone. And all the cheer and gymnastics gyms they're donezo.
Yeah,
So
I heard
those
about
are
that.
being
That was
built
pretty
on.
crazy. That
Yeah.
whole situation.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's a move.
But that just means more skate parks for us to ride, or for everyone to ride,
Exactly.
really. More
Yeah.
training grounds.
Facts.
Woodward is
Yeah.
just such training grounds. Like, dude, they have the best shit
It
there.
is literally just
Yeah.
rails that go from low, medium, high, a little bigger. It's
Everything
the
is built
best.
like proportionally. Tranny is just smooth, you know.
Yeah.
I miss it. I'm hoping to get out there this summer. We may be at West, Ruben.
Yeah, Ruben, pull
Really?
up to West if we go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be sick.
We're scheming it.
Damn, I've had some good times at West too. I've had some peak moments at West. I don't know if you guys ever watched any of the Vault Woodward videos, but in one of those, I did like whip bar back lip inside the hanger on like the flat four
Damn.
rail.
Whip
Damn,
bar
that's dirty.
on
Yeah,
the A-frame rail?
You know,
The one
where the
before it.
A-frame is, right before it, where the down hub is and the flat four gap, like the stair set gap is, that
You
rail.
you whip bar back lip that?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
That's fucked.
That
Damn.
was
It's
before
definitely
my injury
fucked.
too. That was like when I was barely coming up.
Damn. Man, have you done a whip bar back lip since your injury?
No, but I have done whip back lips since.
Whip back lips, whip
I
bar,
know I'm
whip
waiting for
bar,
that. I'm
man.
waiting for that one spot that I get to where I'm like, all right, I know I can just real quick throw a bar in here,
Mhm.
but
Yeah.
I haven't found the spot
You got
yet.
the downside bar with your backside
No.
spin? Oh, so you did a whip bar top side.
Mm,
Damn, that's fucked. I have the
That's
top side bar
impressive. Yeah.
too, and that's like what that's why I say I can't do it. Like I just wasn't blessed with the downside bar. I won't worry about this.
yeah, that was so hard to do. But Woodward, man, that setup is just like it's like the proportion of like stair set to rail, it's
Yeah,
such a good length that you
yeah.
have enough room to kind of just, I don't know,
You can
plan your
gap
tricks
out.
and land them. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
That
Yeah, we'll
back
see
is
if I can
sick.
scheme it. That'd be sick. Woodward is always fun. And if you're always there with the crew, you can just stack some shit. Except for when it gets hot though. Kind of a fucking
Just
buzzkill.
go to the it's not the barn there. What do you call it? Just go to the
Canteen?
hotel, bro. Yeah, we'll just go post up. They got a bowling alley and shit at West, bro. It's pimp.
Yeah.
I was having a vibe out there, but I get kind of bored after a couple weeks.
Yeah, I think I could be there for like a week and a half tops. At least at West. I've never been into any of the East. If I could go to like East for like 2 weeks, I'd be sad. Like
Oh
I'd
I'm
be
man,
down.
sad leaving after 2 weeks at East, honestly, bro. Like
East is
West is
so
it gets
good.
boring, but East is a fucking sesh. I've only got to spend a month there, and I was like wanting more so bad.
Dude, a month
I was like,
there. Fuck.
fuck,
Dude, a
dude, I don't
month
want to
at
leave.
any of the fucking Woodwards would just be so just fun to just have that liberty to be like, all right, I'm gonna just go in. But I'm gonna be here for a month, so I can just choose.
Bro, it's
Yeah,
the all
you're
you think
free.
about. You're just like, I have no worries right now. Like my life is just living at skate parks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Literally.
maybe if you're a counselor, you're like, well, I got to deal with this shithead camper. But at the end of the day, surrounded by skate parks.
yeah.
No stress. Bunch of like-minded fools just getting down and gnarly.
Hell
It's
yeah.
fucking
Hopefully
so
someday I
good,
can make it out to East.
dude.
You definitely
Same.
should make it happen. I feel like if they do like a
Hit
vault
up the
week, you could
vault.
probably
Yeah.
get in there. Yeah.
Bro,
I told
maybe.
Caleb to do the same thing. Like, we
Maybe
should
if
do
I
a
can
week
go as
again.
the filmer. I'm not on the team, so maybe if I can go to film that shit, then I'd be down.
Yeah, I bet they'd let you film it.
Yeah.
They know what's good.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that would be fucking sick.
Well, shoot,
Nah.
I'm a little pooped. How you feeling, Ruben? Honestly, a
Feeling a
little.
little tired too. What
Yeah,
time is it over there for you
same,
guys?
bro.
You guys are
It's
like,
it's 11:17. It's not that
oh yeah,
late,
you guys are
but
like 2 hours ahead, right?
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dude, what do you do for work? Oh, you work at the vault. Tripping.
Yeah, so like at
You
the
need-
vault, I just film like just like YouTube shorts and Instagram shorts of like the products they have. So like any of the stuff they've seen, like the vault post of like the wheels or something, like I've shot that.
Okay, gotcha. So you're just like the social media manager. Is that like
Not
your
really like the social media manager. I definitely make the content for it, but someone else manages all the stuff they
Okay,
post.
gotcha. So you're making do you edit the Game of Vault videos?
I have edited a few of them, but no. My homie, do you guys know James Webby?
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah.
Yeah, shout out to James Webby. He's the one that
He bikes a
does all
lot,
that.
right?
Yeah, dude, he's so good at
Yeah, he's
BMXing
raw.
and he's good at scootering too.
That's
Yeah, dude.
fire.
Yeah, he's a fire filmer and editor too. Shout out to James.
Shout out.
Shout out. Yeah.
Oh man. That visiting the vault the last time I was in LA. Seems like a really fun spot to work. I mean, all you guys seem to have a good dynamic going back there. I mean, I don't know. It's working with scooters. That's sick.
Yeah. The vault's definitely I don't know, I feel like been established in the West Coast. Like if you're a scooter rider, you're bound to probably stop by the vault, even if it's
Yeah,
just to buy or like buy something or just say what's up. Like
just to
people
see
just
it.
pass through
Yeah.
there. It's just a spot to pass by.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, it's like I grew up watching vault videos my whole life. I feel like it's always been the biggest online shop. And then like, I think 4 or 5 months ago was my first time ever walking into the vault. Be a little, and
Was
I
it there
was,
when you first met me, or like
yeah,
when we first met each other? Yeah.
yeah.
Dang.
You were just on the computer editing up. And I remember I took a picture behind the
Yeah.
custom build setup. And then I just like threw it up on the story and I had like everybody responded and they're like, no fucking way. Oh my God. And I told them all that I actually filmed a game or a custom build, and I haven't told anybody that I haven't.
Well,
It's
now
still
they know.
coming. It's just down the pipe.
Yeah, shit. What am I
Good.
talking? I actually, yeah, I did film a game of Vault, y'all. It's coming out soon.
Stay
Yeah.
subscribed.
Yeah, stay subscribed. I'm the one that films all of the custom builds and like the writing stuff, so we'll knock some videos out hopefully soon.
Dude, next time me and
Okay.
Austin are out there, can we get a 10-4 custom build?
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Game of scoot.
Dude.
Game
We
of
just shoot
scoot
the shit
flat.
while we build a
Chip
scooter.
whips only.
I'll play a game of Scoot against you flat.
Game of vault flat,
Yeah,
10-4.
I'm ready for that one
You
now.
gotta end me with the trip whip.
That's the I would be respectable. I would try it until I either lost the game on the last letter or I landed it.
That'd be fire. I'd try
Yeah,
a
that
hard
would be
one.
sick. It'd be a
I,
good video.
I want to honestly play a fucking game of Brew Switch after this conversation. I thought of that earlier.
Whoa.
Game of beer
Pretty fun.
switch. Yeah,
Yeah, I
no.
almost texted Caleb mid podcast. I was like, dude, are you down? He's the only one I know who rides a little bit of Switch too.
God,
Gotta see some more Switch scootering. Switch
outsiders
riding.
watching that video would think y'all are so fucking bad if they're like didn't
Yeah,
know what
that one goes
scootering was.
viral.
Yeah,
And we're just
yeah.
trashed.
No one understands
Trying
like
to
the
fucking
concept
board
of
slide.
Switch coming out, like people watching it from the outside,
Yeah.
non-scooter riders.
Like what the
You're
hell is
drunk, and then on top of it, it looks
Fire.
like you don't know how to scooter.
this?
Literally just trying to whip the 3 block.
Yeah, it's like uncoordinated because it's Switch.
Yeah, you're doing poon whips.
Just missing the catch for sure, dude.
Dude. Yeah, Switch is honestly another level. Like shout out to the people that do ride Switch because it's not as easy as riding your regular stance, whatever it is.
Man, I used to just not respect it or appreciate it just because I really didn't do it, and I would compare it to skateboarding, but it really is like it's so fucking hard. And then it is like new flicking and all that. But I
Yeah.
used to look at it like if it's just a heel whip, but with your feet switched around. It's like scootering's in your wrists more so, but no, it really is like all those little foot pressure points. I feel like kind of get ignored, or I ignored them. But yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's
it's definitely
so
like
hard.
you're relearning your tricks because you got to know feet positioning, how you want to turn your wrist, and you just got to get comfortable with doing things the opposite way. It's sort of like using your non-dominant hand, it's to write or some shit. It's just like, but it feels so weird. But
I
the more
feel
you
like
do
the
it,
hips. I feel like your hips make it the hardest.
oh yeah,
Like the
yeah, which is
direction of your hips.
yeah, I noticed that in a lot of people that I see ride Switch. It's some people ride Switch a little weird, like.
Looks
They
goofy.
almost like yeah, it almost like
I'm
it looks a little
guilty.
goofy to me sometimes because their feet just look a little too narrow. Like you got to turn your feet completely to the side because if your hips are kind of like keeping you straight, it looks like you're riding ski almost. People kind
Yeah.
of just put their feet close together instead of just like turning completely sideways. And that comes with the hips. If you're like pointing your hips outwards, you'll ride like completely like the opposite stance. But if you're like sort of like I don't know if you guys notice sometimes people when they ride Switch, they're like it looks weird because their upper body, their torso is like facing forward and their hips are sort of slightly facing forward, but their legs are just like straight.
Torqued. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing is it's easier to like cheat switch on a scooter because you
Yeah.
can land ski. It's
Yeah.
like you can sex change a lot easier doing those
Mhm.
tricks. But then it doesn't count. then that trick
Yeah.
doesn't count.
Yeah, and the actual skill comes in like turning your whole body the correct way. And when you actually do, you'll see how much like harder it is to actually form tricks because
Mhm.
you're literally like you're in the opposite stance. Your whole weight proportion is like completely thrown off.
I'm glad it's getting more
Hard.
prevalent. It's
Yeah,
cool to
me
see.
too. Yeah,
It's
I
cool to
definitely
see.
like it. I've seen like I feel like I've seen a lot of switch scootering when I was first coming up, like a lot of the tilt riders rode switch, like some people rode switch, but it just wasn't I don't know if people didn't appreciate it or if people just didn't try it because of how hard it is, but I feel like once I started appreciating it and like realizing like dang, it's almost like you're riding a whole new style and a new way of riding, like it feels so much better.
It's cool as fuck. It's like learning a front board all over again. Like all that
Yeah,
type of feelings. You're just like, oh shit.
yeah,
But
exactly.
I think probably in the beginning, a lot of people were like watching skating. So they incorporated like that style of like switch and shit like that. And nowadays, a lot of people coming up just pull inspo from scootering. So there's not really like a big switch scene. And
Yeah.
probably people just don't even think about it, honestly. So
Yeah,
I'm
I can
hyped
agree
for
with
it.
that, to be honest. I got put on to Switch from skateboarding. Like, I look up to P-Rod, and that dude is like Switch god. He can ride both stances so clean. And then, I saw it here and there in scootering, but that's kind of where I picked it up off of. And then I try to just incorporate it more in scootering, and it's just nice to see it happening more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
Yeah, I got it from you and Andy, basically. I never really watched skating, but like Andy would always do it. I'd see you doing it. Like I follow Switch Scootering now. It's like an account. Shout
Yeah,
out
me
them.
too. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But some of those people
Fire.
just be looking a little too narrow. Like, you got to turn those
Yeah,
hips, turn those feet.
No doubt.
100%.
It's like the crook.
Yeah, facts.
So
Yeah. You gotta dip that. And that's the other thing about crooks too, is like if you push down on your bars, like you'll lift that back wheel up. But if you're just letting your bars kind of drop down, like you're just gonna be like doing a Zeech pretty
yeah.
much.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. I'm excited to try a crook with my hands.
Yeah, I'm hyped to see how you guys do.
Fucking
I want to
nice
see
I'm
to
a
those
have it.
clips.
Yeah.
dude.
If I
I
get a
can't.
nice Insta story, I'll tag you in it.
I
Let's go.
seriously
Yeah.
can't wait to go push tomorrow. You have no
Fuck
idea.
yeah.
I like went on
Yeah.
the road to Georgia about a week ago to go work, and I
A week
got my
ago.
scooter last night at like 2 in the morning after I got off this plane, and
Oh
just like did a
shit.
couple tail whips in this parking garage. I was like, oh fuck, I missed you. It felt so good. I was like, and have you ever ridden in those parking garages that are like too low? Like the cylinder or
Yeah,
the concrete blocks kind of come down. So I was like ducking the whole time, just doing like 180s and tail whips for maybe like 5 minutes. But best
such a good
feeling.
feeling.
Best
Yeah.
feeling. I honestly think it helps too to like not ride for a little bit and then you come back. I feel like I'm better after like a week or 2 week break sometimes
Yeah, I
than
feel that.
if I burn myself out.
It's definitely good for that longevity game. Like you want to take those little breaks. I feel like
Yeah.
I had a little bit of a forced break because of my injury, but coming back at it now, I just appreciate it so much more and look at it so much differently than I used to. Like everything about it, honestly, is just completely different, which is so nice. And
You
I
think you're
appreciate
like
that.
more playful?
Yeah. I feel like I used to just be like, I don't know.
What's the hardest trick I can do right now? Like
Hmm.
I'm going here to do the hardest thing I possibly can.
Yeah. Whatever was within my limits, like that I could possibly do, I was like, all right, I'm going to try to do this. Cause like, what else would I do? Like something that I know that I could do, I wanna try to do
Yeah.
my best on these spots that I go to, but ever since I got injured, I was like, "Damn, that's why I got injured." I was just, like, trying my hardest to just do my hardest.
Yeah. It's
Mm.
like
And
why
now
yeah. Yeah, go on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's just like, alright, like, I'm flowing with it, like, I can just, like, choose to, like, send it or just be playful with it.
Dude, absolutely. It's like, just you can enjoy a front board. Just
Yep.
go right, just like go hit a flat bar and like front board the whole thing 20 times and just like feel how you can move on it or set yourself.
Yeah.
So easy. You gotta play. If anybody listens to this and they just like go balls to the wall every time they go to the fucking skate park, it's like do the easiest trick you can a bunch of times and learn
Oh,
how
yeah,
to
and
make it
such a good
fun.
warm up
Learn
too.
how to make it fun.
Big
What about
facts.
that back feeble even? If you
Oh
could have
yeah.
fun doing a back feeble, bro, you're set.
Yeah, just nollie, like do a little nollie out of the feeble maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something.
yeah.
Turn into a
Yeah,
little ice.
Yep.
yeah, the more playful you are with it, I feel like the funner it is, but, I mean, to each their own. If you're trying to push yourself and push your limits, go for that downhill backflip or, like, whip backflip, push yourself if you
Absolutely.
feel up to
Yeah.
it, but if you wanna play with it, fuck, that's
There's a
awesome
time and a
too.
place for both, but it's like
Yep.
if you don't ever play, if you have that like heads that kind of like mindset going into it, like you said, like it leads to injury. That's
Oh,
what's
yeah.
gonna stop you from being able to do it.
Oh, yeah. You can't send yourself forever down a bunch of big stair sets and handrails. At some point, that shit will bite you in the ass. And if it doesn't, then you're one of the lucky few that don't need to ever get surgery, but, everybody does fall when they're trying to just do a hard trick.
Yeah.
Yep. Red till you're dead though.
Let's go. You know
Fuck yeah, I just thought of that one honestly. I had to throw it in.
Yeah, I had to that was my motto back then. That straight up helped me front people El Toro. I was just like,
Fucking
fuck
sick.
this. I was in such a different headspace back then. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just send it. Like, I'm gonna just not give a fuck. Just all right, whatever. Shred till you're dead. Like, just send it every time you can. And fucking, I did.
Yeah. You got a lot of gems out of it.
That front
Yeah,
feeble,
luckily,
bro.
You shredded until you took a
Fuck.
dead man's kneecap.
for
Yeah.
real.
Third callback. Third callback on that one.
Dude.
Yeah, for real. I
God.
really pushed myself to that point, but I definitely made some good memories out of it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You guys made some great memories and some great videos.
Thanks, man.
Facts. Front feeble's legendary, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Who's gonna backsmith El Toro? Oh wait, you can't. Never mind. It's
Dude,
gone.
Flavio's 5-0 on that thing is insane.
God, dude, he almost
Literally.
fell out of it too.
Yep.
Like he like pretty much did at the end, honestly. But
Yeah,
he
he
made
just
it
like
further.
pulled out of it
Yeah.
slightly.
God.
Yeah. I feel like that clip is slept on. I
Yeah.
just see it. Like
Facts.
I only saw it
Yeah.
that one time. It's like I feel like Jared with all of his reposting should have been like throwing that one back up, dude. Such a
Yeah.
fucking good. I liked that more than the backflip, to be honest. I was like, that is so fucking sick. I always
Yeah, that's
wanted someone to
Buck
5-0 it.
5-0 on that thing.
Man, it sucks that that spot is donezo.
Yeah.
I
Man.
wanted to see the fronty. I was hoping Roommate would strap on the money pants. Fucking get down to business.
Did the money
Money
pants.
pants, zebra bucket hat combo.
First tee.
First
Swear to
piece, straight
God.
funny. Oh, God.
Yeah, he better not fast plant. Come on.
I don't
You
think
just
he will.
gotta pull down on those bars and huck.
Dude, I feel like they could do it. I felt like I saw the backflip. I was like, all right, it's time. Now someone's gonna have to front flip it.
Dude, Dante's insane for backflipping that, and Juzzy is insane for inwarding it. His clip was just like,
Yeah. Damn.
wow,
Were
insane.
you
And the way he
there?
rolls away. No, I wasn't. One of those days we were like elsewhere, but I remember hearing about that because later on, one of the other days we all met up at Rincon High School and we had like a night sesh, and that's where like everybody was kind of talking amongst each
Yeah.
other.
The 180 whip and shit. Shout out
Yeah.
Keith.
Yeah, that shit was fire. Shout out Devin Hield. Yeah, everybody. That was a crazy memory, actually. There's also a funny story. I'll share that with you guys. We were pretty much waiting outside the school for like almost 2 hours because it was like Andrew, me, Pepito, or not, and it was like me, Andrew, Cooper, and Upchurch. Pepito, I think, was like injured and like stayed home that night. And we were just like staking out the school for like 2 hours because we saw the janitor still in there cleaning. And it kind of gets dark by like 8 o'clock. So we roll around the school, just take a lap, just make sure like it was kind of empty. Tell me why when we're getting around to the other side of the school, we just see a bunch of scooter riders crossing the street and like hopping the fence to go into the backside of the school. And we were just passing by like, what the fuck? And it happened to be like John Dev's team, like the Frenchies team, like Bradley and all of them. Dude, there was so many heads there. We honestly had like our own little night street jam at the Recon 4 block. It was insane.
That's so
Yeah.
wild
That's
with
so
all like
Yeah.
yeah.
the
Yeah,
biggest
we
names.
all hopped over, had the generator, had the lights, and we were just telling them like, "Yo, you guys," we were just like in front of the school, like waiting, like still janitors in here, and they were all just kind of like, "Fuck it, we're just gonna send it."
That's wild. That's got to
Hell
be
yeah.
such a fun little experience too, because you're battling for this video, and then everybody's kind of like telling the tricks that they've got, and like, oh, I hit this spot. Wait till you see this shit. Oh, but wait till you see what we got. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was honestly one of those later parts in the 10-day trip. I think it was like day 8 or 9. So like everybody was kind of burnt out by then, but some people were still sending it. It was it was sick.
Oh yeah. Oh man, or were there people that didn't want to share the clips that they got?
Um, I feel like there wasn't anybody that didn't share what they had. I feel like some people were definitely like keeping to themselves, but
Gotcha.
people were talking about like the spots they had
Mhm.
gone to. I mean, but they weren't like, oh, like I did this on that spot. I was like, yo, we went to that spot already. Like, got the mandatories done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's just a little, yeah. They're not saying the exact trick, but they're like, yeah,
Yeah,
we might have hit El Toro, maybe.
yeah,
That's awesome because y'all are all competing, but it's like that's why those videos are so good. It's just
oh yeah,
everybody's showing out like they want to win.
yeah,
It's a bummer they're not going to host those anymore, man.
yeah. I know. Shout out to Dissonance and all of those boys for throwing
Yeah,
those. Though
that's
those were
best
so good for
videos.
scootering.
Yeah, literally.
Best. Best to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, facts.
Hats off.
If if they ever have the opportunity to throw that again, that would just be awesome too, you know, for the next gen that's able to be chosen for that event.
I would love to see that in a few years. Like if they just Isaac said they were gonna stop. So it's like they actually do stop and then they get just like almost a whole new gen. Like maybe some people from the old ones, but like mainly a bunch of new fools.
man, and
That'd
it's
be
like
sick.
those are the kind of events that I want to see so much money thrown on top of.
Yeah, 50
Like I
Yeah.
bands. 50
literally
bands for the best
50
video.
bands.
Go eat shit. Like it'll be worth
Yeah.
it.
Make it a
Yeah.
month long. Like
50
see what these
Yeah.
bands.
people
Yeah.
can do.
Facts.
That'd be
When's that's
so
gonna
dope.
happen?
See
Yeah,
like
wouldn't it?
30-40 minute dissidence edits from these
Bro,
fools.
not even at like 6 hour long rough cuts.
Did you guys ever watch
Dude.
those Thrasher King of the Roads?
Yeah,
Best.
You
yeah.
know,
And
those
never
that style of event for scootering would be insane. Like a month-long trip with mandatory spots in a notebook that you have to hit and like you stack points from the things you hit.
Yeah, it would dude, it would be so fucking sick, but this is like that. How would you do it without biting skateboarding? You
You
know what I
wouldn't
mean?
be able to though. It's just we would be biting it, but the thing is that would be the first time we'd be doing it in scootering, which I feel like is more important, you know, like
yeah.
Yeah.
at some point everybody is going to be trying the same style of things that maybe has already been done, but we could like do it for scootering for the first time ever and throw like a mix in there that would be special and unique to scootering, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true.
Exactly.
It's so true.
Feel like
I
feel
look at
like
it the other way, but it would be a completely different thing with scooters or just like the same but different enough to where
Yeah.
I would
it's
because I would love to see it.
Me
Yeah, I would
too.
love
yeah.
to. Of
Yeah,
course, I want
I
to
would
see it.
love to be a part of it and see it. Like, I feel like I could agree with you. Like, I have seen it from the other side too. It's just like, oh, that, like we're just fighting skateboarding. Like, we should avoid doing that. But it's like, nah, fuck that, and fuck skating. Like, we're doing this for scootering. You know, like it has been done in scootering. Like, it doesn't matter if it has been done in skateboarding. Like, this is for scootering, and like we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, yeah. Pay your respects to where you got the idea, and then do it for your people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be
Yeah,
insane. Though, imagine like coalition is like a team of 4 with 1 filmer. Imagine like a team of like 7 times 4, like 4 teams of 7 with like a filmer or 2 for each team, and then like a month-long trip.
But
Could you
dude, and
imagine?
then you would do it by companies.
Yeah, could you imagine like
Dude,
Aztec or Till or Proto
Aztec,
or
Till,
Ayo, like
Aztec.
Dude,
Oh,
that would be the
dude.
shit. Jared, if
Oh,
you're listening, coordinate the big heads.
Olay brand.
You have their emails.
Olay, please. We need your help.
No, that'd be sick as fuck, dude. I've always thought that because I never really watched like skating, but I always watched King of the Road back in the day. And I was like, dude, this is the sickest thing of all fucking time.
Yeah, facts. They're honestly entertaining because of some of the wacky shit they have to do, but
Oh,
they're
yeah.
also pushing skating and like their limits, which would be sick in the sense of scootering. Like we would be hitting the craziest spots ever, like doing the craziest tricks, but also doing like the wackiest
Yeah.
challenges. Like fucking imagine like having to get a trick naked but like covered in shaving cream and you have to hit like a down roll or something.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to do some wild shit, bro. They're getting like tats and body piercings, like
Yeah,
trying to
dude.
get like 10 girls in the van at once and like just so much random dope shit. Just the
Yeah, it
B-roll
sounds
of that, you know?
Yeah, it sounds so chaotic and hectic, but man, those things would probably be so fun and so sick for the community.
Yeah.
Dude, that's van life, baby. It's chaotic.
Facts.
It's gross. It's
It would be
wild, but
it would
it's
be
the shit.
it would be so funny
That
trying to
month
see
is
how
the
scooter
best.
riders translate into that.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Dude.
honestly.
Like I can even watching like some of the coalition B-sides, I'm like, all right, you guys are great at riding scooters, but a lot of y'all aren't. I don't think you're made for the main stage or to be a TV personality. Like this isn't something we could pitch to Vice.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know
Your
how it would
solo
go.
project.
It could flop or it could be like funny or it could just be like meh,
Even
but
if it flopped, I think it would be fucking incredible. Just like for
yeah,
us. Like I know like we would appreciate it, but
Oh,
from
yeah.
someone outside looking in, I think it'd be pretty funny.
yeah, they probably just look down on it. But like again, what if like the first one is so good or like almost good enough that it's like this has potential. Like we can
Yeah.
make it sick. I'm sure
Yeah.
like the first King of the Road they threw was like kind of winging it, kind of seeing how things would play out. And like how many did they end up throwing? Like almost like a few, like 4 or 5,
A
maybe even more.
Yeah.
lot.
I'm not sure,
Yeah.
honestly. A
I feel
lot.
like a lot. Yeah.
And
There's a
then
lot
over
of
time,
winners.
more people sponsored it, more money was thrown in. Like if we did have an event that like imagine like that sort of event with 50 racks on the line, like boom, we can make
Yeah.
that shit happen.
Yeah. People would start performing. Absolutely.
Facts. And that's like almost legitimizing scootering too. It's like you're putting it in such a big light that like you have to step up. And if you're not gonna step up, then like
Don't
that's
come
Oh,
okay
on.
the
too. Like
van.
don't come
Yeah.
on. Yeah, like honestly, don't come on. But if you are gonna step up, like it's probably gonna be one of the craziest trips ever.
Hmm.
Yeah. It'd be worth eating shit for sure.
Big facts.
Yeah. Yeah. One day.
Yeah, but it was sick to see this is scootering though. For all of the different regions that were chosen. Like the Australia team was sick. Um, the European team was sick. It sucks to hear what happened with the USA team though, with all the footage getting lost and stuff. But that
That
style of event, like it wasn't coalition where like individuals were chosen in a smaller sense. It was like we're getting a bigger group and it's only a select amount, and it was called This Is Scootering.
and that lives in my head rent free. That we'll never see those clips.
Oh, dude, honestly, yeah.
And then apparently Brian had the ender, and I like asked him about it one time to like explain what he did, and it was one of those things like you just have to see the spot. Like it's like you can't even like put it into words just because it was probably
Damn,
some
dude.
like real funky spot usage on something really buck that we'll never know what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bummer to hear about. It's sketch though, being like a filmer, like you are carrying a lot of valuables on you, so you just got to be considerate of like where you are and like where you leave your stuff at. Even if you are with the homies, or at least like communicate with the homies, be like, yo, if you see somebody near my shit or near our stuff, like just talk to each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah,
'Cause
not even that is y'all's shit. That is
yeah,
everybody's hard work.
honestly,
Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to be mindful of that stuff. If you're like a filmer or like someone that's just like carrying those valuables with you, all it takes is one moment. Those things can be gone.
Yeah. Import your clips every day.
Yeah, facts.
I have to
Laptop.
import last session's clip, actually. Fuck. They're still on the camera.
Got some work to do.
Shit, man.
Always.
What are we? We're almost 3 hours in now? A little less. 2 hours 40.
Shit.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna head to bed, honestly. But dude, so nice having you on. I know we've wanted to do this for a little bit now, and I would not mind running it back with you.
Yeah, thank you guys again for having me on. And I'm down to run it back. Let's say, I don't know, whenever you guys are feeling it, honestly, we can just come back, shoot the
Oh yeah.
shit, talk
Yeah.
about some stuff that's gone on in scootering.
I would love, hey, you gotta come to the Austin Jam and then we can recap it or something
Sick.
like that.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
down. Yeah, once I find out the actual date for that, I'll see if I can scheme it. And then hopefully soon you guys will be hearing more about the LA Jam this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
I'm hyped for that.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Fuck yeah.
episode 23. Ruben Rodriguez. You made it this far. 10-4.
Take it easy.
Yeah.